Da, asta observat și eu, what the hell.
Okay, so Trailblazers, welcome back to Us Goes Light, So Goes Darkness. Data trecută, you finally left Grandport behind. After Aiden, your newfound friend, declared all-out war against his mentor and friend, Alexander, the Archbishop of the Ganabalt Empire. You have a choice now before you. A choice between going to the Sere lands, following the vision that Orion was given by one of the divine children of Orsa, and go and find your first world legacy, or go on a hunch. Go to this home, so-called pirates' home, where hundreds or maybe even more pirates all gathered and clustered together in a place called Catalian, where the Trafalgar, a coalition of the seven most powerful captains of the Indigo Deep, came together to rebel, to fight against the Ganabalt Empire, and try to get your hands on this journal or book or whatever known as the Mercantile Manuscript, that it seems belongs to none other than your friend Moran, who's known in all corners of the world, or the Indigo Deep, and the Ganabalt Empire as the legend or the legendary Captain Birdie. Moran also revealed to you that he inherited this title from a former Captain Birdie, and that there were others that used this title for years and years and years, maybe even hundreds of years, to instill fear in the heart of the Ganabalt Empire and their fleet. You've all came together to find the world legacies, these ancient artifacts left behind by the 8 children of Orsa and Finis. But they are not just weapons or wondrous items or trinkets that you can use at a whim. They are more than just that. They are containers of another world, of another dimension. Small or large, it doesn't matter. And you are to become conquerors if you want ownership of these legendary artifacts, the world legacies. Every one of these 7, because you know the location of the world legacy chalice that was revealed to you by Ib, one of the 4 exarchs that has given you your main quest. You now have before you the start of the journey to finding one of them, or maybe a second one as well, if there is such information indeed inside of the Mercantile Manuscript.
Mă auziți?
Welcome,
Hello?
Echo.
Hello,
Yes.
da.
Hello, hello, hello.
I am so sorry.
No
Eu
worries.
sunt aia cu 7 la 7, n-am avut ce să fac, it was out of my control.
No worries. No
I'm
worries.
so sorry.
No worries. De-abia ce am început să recapitulăm, so...
Yes, ok, super.
So now,
I need
as I
just
said
put my
before,
face on.
you have a choice before you to choose between following Moran to meet the Trafalgar and to go to Catalian, or to go to the Sere lands. Also, you have 2 new friends with you, Raelin, the dancer, and Ambrosius, the gunbreaker or the demon hunter. Both are former associates, maybe friends or pupils of Moran, who seems to be quite adept at gathering a following and traveling the world. And he said that you can trust them, and they basically helped you fight against the Doves and Galatea herself, who you managed to decapitate and kill. Also, a former friend of Orion was killed in the process in this dove ambush as well. So the third arc of our story now begins. The arc of the pirates, the world legacies, and the Kamis. The stage is yours, Trailblazers. The curtain opens. What would you like to do? You are on the Indigo Deep. You are on the Indigo Deep, on the Raspberry, with Moren and your two friends. It's night outside.
Tocmai ce-am plecat din...
Yeah, in the middle of the
Sau-
night, yes. You've left for 5 or 6 hours the Grand Port, from Grand Port. Să pornesc jocul. Da, e 2 și ceva noapte.
Am auzit comis și am crezut că devine foarte politic dintr-o dată.
Camis.
Mai știi? Mai urmează să vrei?
In the
Mai
search
politic
for the
decât e
comis.
deja? Mai politic decât e deja?
Păi dacă începe să ne bate și cu comuniștii...
Avem imperialiști destul.
Are we all on deck? Did
Yes.
we-
Yes.
Yes,
E 2
bine,
noaptea.
exact.
E 2 noaptea. V-am zis, ați plecat de câteva 5-6 ore maxim din Grand Port and you are basically going east for now, just east. Dacă o luați,
Să ieșim din...
da, lăsați în spate Grand Port and the continent of Palladion.
Și am depășit baricada de
Ați trecut de baricadă
Era
cu
cetățeană.
3 permits, yes.
Așa, da, ok.
Yes. Ați părăsit baricada fără nicio problemă. În momentul în care au văzut scrisoarea de la Aiden, they just left the building, the Raspberry. And
Yes. Ok.
Moren v-a zis de The Mercantile Manuscript, care ar putea să conțină informații, pentru că e basically o acumulare de informații de la toți former birdies. These captains.
I'm gonna pull the OG team together.
Ok, OG team, so without Rose and Rayleigh. Și fără Moren. Deci doar voi.
Of course.
We also have the matter of this to discuss, and I pull out the sword of Regia.
Yeah. That, of course, and everything that happened right before we got out on the sea. We are still a little bit hurt, if I remember right.
Yes,
We were stabbed. Some of us were unconscious.
yes.
Orion helped us a lot, I know, but still. Ok, deci șchiopătăm, am înțeles.
Vă hiluit și Rayleigh.
Yes.
Avea ea ceva dans și vă hiluit.
Yeah, ok. I would like to look at the sword and then be like, that fucking asshole.
So as you pull out the sword, you can see it's white and has these Sarian glyphs on the pommel and on the saya, așa. Sarian marks, bineînțeles, but it's
On the ce?
teacă.
Ok.
What does it say?
Asta e chestia, că e Proto-Orsteren. So you need to know Sarian language and the Proto-Orsteren as well.
Well, somebody knows Proto-Steren.
Yes.
Yeah.
And someone knows Syrian.
Yes. So if you take 2 minutes, it's basically a declaration of love. Something on the line of, even if the world freezes over, my heart will always beat for you. Ceva de genul ăsta. Cam așa, it's a rough translation.
Translation.
Yes.
Some of it is lost in the translation. You can't properly translate dragon speech. And
Is it a real deal? Is it a real sword? Yeah.
It's not a real sword, but
Don't you dare cast your magic.
it is authentic.
I'm not doing it.
We'll
No.
not understand this. None of us are worthy for such an artifact. The only one that is remotely even close to holding it is the ambassador, Senrino, to whom I
Well-
intend to speak.
What about
Yeah.
Would you like to join me?
Trishula or Agent? When
Before we
they-
get there. Yeah, but
We don't
before,
have-
like, to carry
We
it.
then have either or. Senrino, however, is downstairs.
Yeah, yeah, we need to talk to her. But also, before that, mă uit la Orion. Orion, it's only us here for now. Este mai zis că sunt numai noi.
Da.
Please, if there's anything you like to get off your chest, now's the time. That was awful. Are you okay? How are you?
Să vedeți că o să înceapă să plângă. Așa
No!
dintr-o dată. It is difficult. I accepted her death many years ago, but a while ago, not a year ago at least. But I had not had time to grieve, and seeing her again, finally, and having to confront her in the way that I always feared I would have to confront her. It is a lot to take in.
Can I give you a hug? Can I go and give him a hug?
You may.
I'm so sorry, Orion.
Sorry, I don't want to get snot and tears.
It's okay. I'm so dirty right now anyways. It's okay. It's okay. And I just hug him tight until he prende drumul. Because I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. At least we got out alive. Mostly.
Yes, there is some silver lining to all of this, isn't it? We dealt a blow to the Empire today. All of us.
Yes.
And made new
I think-
friends too, apparently. So I'm
Yep.
happy about
Oren.
that.
Moren is a surprise as always. Let's hope it was worth it. Get some rest, okay? After all of this, like
Yes.
you deserve it. We all do. We all
Of
need to
course,
rest.
of course. All of us, yes.
Bastard keeps surprising us at every turn.
Of
So in
course,
toe to
of
toe.
course, he had to be the captain, legendary captain that wrote this.
Birdie.
Oh,
Fucking Birdie. Of course.
of course, yeah.
Ah, yes. I can hardly
feel
wait
like-
to meet that shitty alchemist and tell her that we found Birdie and her shitty manuscript before she did.
Și
Still
altă
thinking
dată.
about her, I see.
I feel like most
Yes,
people
well-
we meet have some kind of secret identity or
No.
kind of past that they
Ooh, do you think the
don't
new
want to
ones?
keep.
You think that the new ones might have some different interesting things to reveal to us in due time? In due time, of course. These things take
Well-
time and patience and trust, but
I don't
We can
expect,
interrogate them. They're trapped on the
Yeah.
ship with us.
yeah.
don't expect them to be royalty or ambassador class demons, but short of that, I think and guess anything goes.
Yeah, I guess so. But well, Moren said we could trust them, so I guess that's a that's a plus.
Nevertheless, let's keep an eye on them. Let's see how they act, how they conduct themselves before we
So
reveal
yeah.
just about everything we're on about.
they might know things. Wink, wink. They might know some things. However, let us wait until they reveal what they know first, and then we tell them what we know after we know what they know. You know?
Yeah.
Okay, now let's get to the important part. What are we going to do now? We have to
Senrino.
go to the pirates, right? what?
Senrino, I must consult the ambassador.
Then go and speak with her. After you're done, come to the captain's quarters.
All right.
Okay, and then I guess we should go find this I guess. But after we go to the Seirei, right? Because we're going to the Seirei now that we're free. Or
Let's.
we'll wait until Senrino.
If it's along the way, why not
Yes, but
stop?
că aș putea să fac drama acum, trebuie să mă gândesc ce-ar face cu ăsta.
I mean, if it was me,
If you're trying to cause some drama, then don't.
listen. If
You
it
caught that,
was
right?
me,
Yes.
I'd also be leaning towards the pirates and that manuscript. And perhaps could be a fib from the captain's side. I wouldn't put it past him to lie about that Kraken thing.
I wouldn't
So
say lie,
you-
maybe exaggerate.
So you want to go to the pirates first?
I would,
Interesting.
honestly. In the long run, finding that manuscript would be the better choice. But
And
of
it would
course,
be best to have it so that it doesn't get to others, get in the wrong hands.
agreed.
Because apparently a lot of people are out after it, so could be an advantage to have it. Okay, makes sense.
But I'm not
Wow,
gonna
that
lie.
was-
My allegiance is stand with the Seirei.
we are
Listen,
going to the
Reno
Seirei.
tells me to go to the Seirei, or we must go to the Seirei at once. Then the Seirei it is.
Of course she's gonna say go to the Seirei. She's from there. She's the ambassador. What do you expect?
Let me talk to her.
Also, the fact that you wouldn't let anybody cast magic on the spell, that's also
On the sword.
on the sword. So.
I mean, it would only have been to identify it, see what it
It's-
actually is. I mean, it's not like I don't trust Alexander, but I
Can-
actually don't, So.
Can we not maybe trust? Do we really trust Alexander not to put some scrying spell or something of the sort on it?
That is what
that's
I'm
a smart
thinking too.
idea. Yeah,
We did burn the journal.
All right,
pull it out,
then come
Kerabas.
with
Let
me.
us see it.
I have none of these capacities to do anything.
What you do, Silver Ash? You come with me.
Orion,
I have nothing. I need to rest. I have nothing if I don't rest. Orion, maybe you.
I can cast the identification magic on it tomorrow, but
Are you? Okay, yeah. I was just gonna ask. Are you up to it? Maybe you should also rest first. I have nothing. I don't rest, and I am bleeding out. So, and I have nothing. But I want to come and see
fine, we'll do it
what
after we
Senrino
rest.
has to say.
Nevertheless.
If she confirms the sword's authenticity, I would like to see that.
I would seek her counsel.
All right,
And
then
the
go.
only reason why I'm not allowing you to cast any spells is out of sheer respect for Per Regia
Of course,
and
I
this
understand
message that is engraved on the scabbard.
I wouldn't dream of it. I
But
understand how important it
do
is.
you expect Alexander to have the same respect for the sword that you have?
Obviously not.
Then we should check it.
Maybe
True,
I mean, go bring it
that's-
to Senrino. Maybe she can check it. Maybe she, if if you're comfortable with that, go and let
That's
her
what I was
check it.
considering. But just in case things go south, I would appreciate it if at least one or two of you could come with me.
All right, I will join you, of course. If you want me to be there with you, of course, I'm going to come.
I have no interest in the night, so you can
Of course not.
do whatever you want.
Orion, Orion,
Of course not.
would you mind?
I am curious about it, I admit, but I would rather spend a bit of time with our new friends here, who helped save our life. And
But are you okay? Are
Friendship.
you rested enough for that, Orion, darling? After everything that happened?
This is an
Just-
opportunity, perhaps, to
Well-
gain their trust in some way. The sword is not critical for our mission
I am-
at all.
Mm.
If
Yes,
we
that too.
get them in, maybe one of them can identify or
Or maybe you can go have a drink with them and hey, welcome to the boat. This is Raspberry.
we'll
This
do
is-
that anyway. We are trapped on the ship for weeks, probably.
Oh yeah, but you have to rest first. So okay, let's go see what the sword's all about. I will join you, and then we rest. And tomorrow after we're all healed up, we can actually decide, depending on what Sandrino has to say, because I understand, Caribous darling, you want to get her opinion, of course, let's do that, yeah.
Agreed.
Okay. So has
And Orion, and Orion, just please take it easy, okay? And just do what's best for you right now, after everything. And if you ever want to
Well,
talk, I'm all ears.
It will take some time, as always, but I will be okay. Thank you for your concern.
Da un pic din coadă și... Ok.
Ok. So Orion, o să facem cu tine prima dată. So what would you want to do? What do you want to do?
What do you guys do, the two of you who are new? Are you with Morin? You retreat to your own quarters? What are you guys doing right now?
So,
Because I want to join them if they are like talking on the side or at the mess hall. I would like to join you guys, or maybe invite you.
Mess hall.
somewhere. Yes.
Chewbacca of them.
On the ship. Okay.
este un Disney cruise.
we got a 48 man of war.
They're at
By
the
the way-
sushi bar, man.
Mr. Renault, will you join me on this, or you have your own things to take care of?
No, I will.
Lutiger?
My pleasure.
Okay.
Okay.
So Rose și
Stop
Raylan.
calling me Lister.
Roshi and Raylan.
Ce faceți voi? Unde sunteți? Sunteți on deck sau?
So Rose would be on the upper deck, somewhere like close the middle of the ship, just tending on to his gear, cleaning up his gun lance, and
Uita mai la
if
Ancea.
anybody-
Să cureți?
Yeah, just some basic things, wiping it off, cleaning some stains, cleaning his gloves, cleaning the gear.
The shaft.
The shaft, yeah.
No, what's
Cleaning
the
the
shaft?
shaft.
Yes, yes,
Oh, man.
Are you
Yes,
polishing
and-
your lance?
Eu mă-
Okay.
eu-
Awesome.
of course.
Eu mă abțineam aici.
Nu te
Să
știu.
mențină o față serioasă.
And if people are passing by, he would just say hi and just chat them up to see who's around and get a feel for
Și
them.
Raylan, are you close by or?
Yeah, right close. I will imagine Raylene will stay close to either Amorose or Morin because she knows them. Right close by to
Okay.
Ormuz, maybe if you want her to recharge your
Mhm.
gun bullets. I don't know what they are.
The munitions.
she's
The munitions.
Ammunition, and if she's not doing that, she's just having the chakram in her arm and dancing, but not really all the way, just on a small space, mostly just to stretching and stuff
Okay.
like that.
Okay.
Let's just say I approach you two if I see you guys are nearby and just say, well, that was quite an impressive display back there, you two. I'm glad you showed up when you did.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm not interrupting something, am I?
No, we're just hanging about. We saw that everybody just retreated somewhere, so we just went when there's some free space. But still, an ambush at a gala. That was quite some enemies you've made it means.
You have
how,
no idea.
how did
Yeah.
you find out about it?
Well,
Or when exactly? You had time to infiltrate the party.
it was a few moons back.
Interrogate.
Morin came to me with a job, a favor mostly, to pay him back. And that's how I ended up there.
In Grandport.
hmm
You've been there for months.
No. I've only arrived recently, but the plan was in the works for a while from Morin.
Okay.
But
Forgive me for staring, Mr. Ambrosius, was it?
yes,
It has been a while since I have seen one of my own kind that wasn't a servant or a wretch in the streets. I'm very glad that my kind is still out there and strong. And I must say, sometimes I do feel lonely when it comes. I mean, I like to be friends, and everyone who is here for the cause, for the betterment of the world, I consider my kin. But Hrothgar, jest oficjalny mieć Hrothgar, no?
Da, da?
Okay. Beast folk in general, yeah, not the most. We are not exactly the most fortunate of creatures in the
Yes.
Empire. Not that others are doing much better, but yeah,
we're not exactly welcome either.
yes. You may notice that I'm not the same color as you. I understand that they are different depending on where we live and which tribe we come from. We may look different, but still built from the same. What's the saying? Made from the same metal.
That's a
Something
saying now.
Canon.
Yep.
And even growing up, my tribe was unfortunately mostly gone by the time I knew I was actually aware of the world. It was just me and my grandmother for a long time. So yeah, if I seem a little bit just too happy right now, I hope you understand.
No, I understand. It's been a long while since I've seen kin, and I can't even recall when I saw one that was free and about. So many just accept their place in the Empire. But
True.
maybe one day that place will change.
Good.
Yes, if I remember the history that I've seen, at some point we were the aggressors, right? Us beast folk. Fate has a strange sense of humor, doesn't it?
Indeed it does. But, so I've heard, maybe it was a bit better on the old time.
Yes.
So I have to say it's hard to find much about our past, about what was before.
Show you some paintings when we get back to where we were at some point. It is quite an interesting bit of history between the old empire, before the empire was the empire, and us. But that is a story for another time. But yeah, I just want to say welcome aboard, literally. And
Nice.
you too as well, Raylin, of course. I very much
Maybe we'll
appreciate
make
your
like a
support.
gold bow.
Yes, Rose is going to extend his arm towards Orion, waiting for a handshake back.
Ah, you son
Yeah.
of a bitch.
The pause, like.
Yeah.
Simțiți un cutremur, dar nu știți de ce.
Da.
Yeah.
Well,
by your powers combined.
Mhm.
I am Captain Birdie.
Mm,
Yes,
No.
you are.
No, sorry.
yes. In combat, was watching the fusion dance.
Yeah.
Have you two, either of you, traveled by ship with the captain before?
No,
No, really.
the first time I'm at the sea, it's canny.
It's wet.
Well, it's harder at night when you can't see anything. Whatever the captain says, you
Aoleu, că e noapte.
listen to him.
Beznă total. Afară.
And whatever I say, you ask the captain if I'm right, and then you listen to him.
Scuze, intrați cineva în cameră.
Ok.
Am prins ultimele momente.
I I just said, whatever the captain says, you listen to him, and whatever I say, you ask the captain if whatever I said was bullshit, and then you listen to him.
Yes.
Nice.
Sounds like a plan.
It's not that hard.
What about me?
We did it for weeks before, and somehow we are still alive.
I take it you're more of the seafarer type?
You wouldn't say that about me. Not traditionally, no.
Yes.
We were forced in this environment, I guess. So, yeah.
You do have a history with pirates, though, don't you?
Yes, but on land.
Yes.
True enough.
That's
No, I'm
I couldn't-
from up north myself. Not much sea up there, so.
up
He was
north.
from the desert. Not much see there either.
Mm. Yes, but the desert pirates that I know, they don't use ships. And I still couldn't believe it when that bastard Moren actually had a ship. For all those years, I don't think you know how much he talked about his ship and how he's going to show us one day.
Nici ăsta nu
Well, we barely know the man.
Don't let him take you for lunch. He's not gonna pay. You're gonna pay each time.
Yes.
Duly noted.
Makes sense.
We'll see if we have anywhere to go for lunch in the near future.
Oh, I imagine.
Adică mergem la el acasă, ar trebui el să ne dea mâncare, dar...
What are your plans? Are you planning on staying in the Seirei, moving on with the captain?
Oh, I was.
You know we're going there, right?
Yes, but I was hoping for the option that takes me to land sooner. But he did say something interesting about the some information he might have from the previous birdies, and that might be useful.
Oh, you mean about the city, the pirates, the...
Yes,
Yeah, I can't even imagine it. A city at sea somewhere.
oh,
Uncharted, unknown.
indeed.
We'll see.
Secret City.
Oh, maybe we won't have to imagine it.
Well, if it's on the way, and the captain has as high a statute as he says he has, we could stop. We probably should stop. And I wanted to say refuel, but fuel is not a concept in medieval times. Restock.
Stock up. Stock up.
Restock, yes. Restock on supplies, sure.
Mm.
And also maybe get, nu sunt acolo, doamne, sorry, nu sunt acolo.
Yes, restock
I'm-
and maybe maybe we can even get something nicer than. So far, he showed me some biscuits that were harder than bricks.
For food?
Yes.
Okay. That is a grim reality. Or
The glamorous life of a revolutionary.
fish.
I feel
And
like that is something Echo
biscuits.
would say.
I never thought I'd miss desert cooking.
It was food,
you-
alas.
Do either of you cook?
I guess I will cook. No, how to cook.
Orion!
Well, Orion is,
Oh my God.
Orion is training to be a cook.
Yes, I'm nowhere near as good as our friend from the Shayre. His meals were absolutely the work of legend, but I'm doing my best.
Maybe.
If you can give me
one
some pointers, I will mostly appreciate it.
Well, you will have all the fish in the world to train your fish dishes.
Seafood, fish, yes, sounds about right. Oh,
Okay.
Would they even get fish in the desert?
In the desert?
Yeah. Well, no, you didn't even know how to cook fish.
Nu. I mean, da, adică s-ar aduce în deșert, probabil via Tidecrest. They do have, like, magic at this disposal, ar putea să înghețe sau chestii de genul ăsta și ar putea să aducă supplies, dar ar fi a rare commodity și probabil foarte scump, exagerat prețul.
Bine, Sunshine nu este chiar așa departe de apă, are și râul foarte aproape și mai este și marea deasupra la Sunshine, poate de acolo.
Yeah, you can get river fishes.
Acum, eu știu că e artistic și așa, dar ar fi o distanță... Da, ar fi o distanță de 3-4 zile de la Sunshade până la ocean. Deci,
You can dry fish.
da. Deci probabil ar fi prețul umflat, dar as I said before, ar fi a rare commodity, ar fi ceva mai delicatesă considerată în deșert.
It doesn't matter, you can learn.
Yes.
Well, I imagine we'll have a lot of time to learn to cook fish until we get there.
Perhaps if our attention is not required elsewhere, then yes.
Just don't let Lauren in the kitchen.
I don't think you would go into the kitchen.
Ok. So, mergem la celălalt grup. So, Echo și cu Kerebus, voi ați zis că mergeți să căutați pe Senrino. Senrino e up, on the lookout.
Okay.
She's the ninja of the group. She's always on the lookout.
In the crow's nest.
Da,
Yes.
in the crow's nest, yes.
Deci veniți și voi pe de.
Then I jump good all the way up there.
Ah, ok, mergeți sus toți acolo, in the crow's nest.
Eu n-aș intra
E
înăuntru
destul
ăsta
pentru 3
pe...
persoane.
Eu stau afară
În cap
pe...
2-3 persoane, în cap.
No.
Pe unde e
Deci,
pânza,
yeah.
pe chestia lungă,
Ok.
unde e pânza, aș sta eu. Adică cum stăteam la circ sus la trapez, pot să stau și aici. nu-i
Da, da, da. Ok, so, no worries. You go up. Senrino e acolo, on the lookout. You see your Tabaxi, Neko Yokai, de fapt, friend, ninja friend. She's on the lookout, doing her thing, and she sees you and... Oh, Kerebus Dono. Echo, san. Sama.
Senrino
My lady?
sama.
Dice, Echo-sama.
Ojamasimasu.
Ojamasimasu.
My lady,
No
my lady
worries.
Sama.
No worries. How can I be of help?
We seek your counsel, Senrino sama. there is a chance that we might have recovered an artifact that might be very important to Kami-sama Trishula himself.
Why are you speaking like that?
I'm sorry, I'm just out
Alright.
of practice.
Show me this
trying to
artifact. Nu, că Sandry nu e versată, ea știe să are accent bun. So, it's fine. Când o să ajungem de serie, o să vezi din ea cu Chiar băsâtă, no!
Exactly.
Chiar băsâtă! Show me, what kind of an artifact are we talking about?
And I produced the sword.
Okay, so you produce the
And I
sword.
put it, that, știi, ne pune like super Japanese style on our knees, you know? Like that.
Mhm.
I
So-
space and I put the sword.
Crow's nest.
Yeah, crow's nest,
Sure.
yes.
Let him cook. So, în momentul în care vede katana, pentru o secundă nu-și dă seama despre ce e vorba, vede o katana and she's like taking everything in, she's looking at it, and when she sees the writings and everything, it's a very emotional moment for her, and you can see her almost bursting into tears. And she composes herself.
That's okay, but I will not let her touch it.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
she
no, okay.
wants to reach for it, I will stop her.
Ok, o vezi că încearcă să-și întindă un pic mâna spre...
I'm going to say, Mate kudasai, Senrino-san. Please wait, though.
If this is real, then this is a treasured relic of the Seirei lands. This belonged to our great queen.
So this is Senrino-san.
How did you come by it? How? It is a miracle. We thought it lost.
That is the
Stolen.
problem.
Was.
It most likely was. The way by which it came into my possession is also very strange. After our recent fight with the Archbishop, as a form of taunt, he tossed the sword in my direction, which I could not help but grab.
He knows about
I suspect this might be a
And-
trap.
He knows that we were going to the Seirei.
Yes, that as well, Tenryo-sama. It's possible that he is aware of our plans to go to the Seirei, the Archbishop of the Empire.
It is dangerous, but it is good to know that. We can try to... When we go home to the Seirei, we have many practitioners of the arts who could assess if there are glyphs or magics put into place on the blade or the sword or...
Apologies, my lady, but until then, could you say if this is the real sword?
I mean, the writings seem...
You know?
I'm not a specialist, I'm not a swordsmith, but it looks genuine. I mean, every one of us, we do know about these writings, about the legendary swords of the Kamis. It is a very powerful legendary artifact. It is... There is a thing there is a way by which we might know. There is no way for you to pull out the sword. Only by the blessings of the Kami can you use such a sword.
You are blessed by the Kamis, right, Kerabus? Try it. Pull it out. Let's
Well,
see if
I
it
have
works.
Then someone
I know,
else
I know.
should you, we can test it. I am not blessed.
Oh, let me.
Right,
I am not
Echo
holding
San.
Senryo-sama.
I'm
do it.
kidding. I'm sorry. I'm using humor just to cover up my bleeding wound and my stress. You try it, Sandrino. Try and see if you can pull it out.
Vezi reluctant să pună mâna pe așa o sabie, and she's like,
Eu sunt afară acum cu mâinile pe margine de la The Crow's Nest.
I do not dare, but this is a great honor.
O lași, Kerabus.
Of course.
Ok, ia sabia de la
Islander
tine.
n-a scos-o.
ia katana.
Alexander nu a scos-o niciodată din teagă.
Nu știți. Nu l-ați văzut până acum, nici măcar în The
Nu,
One
când
Shot.
eram-
Niciodată nu
Nu
l-ați
i-am
văzut să
arătat-o.
scoată sabia.
Când
Nu.
eram în căruță,
Tot
nu a
timpul.
scos-o, nu.
Nu o
N-a
scos,
scos-o.
mi-a arătat-o, mi-a vărât-o în nas, porcul.
Nu aveam așa o
Teacă,
viziune
așa.
că ies abur din ea sau ceva genul. că
Da,
e
ia,
cold.
din ea iasă, da, dar e shit, niciodată nu a scos-o.
Ok.
Okay, so Senrino, she takes the katana. Here we go. And she pulls on it. And pulls again. And again. And again. And doesn't come out. Indeed. It seems to be genuine. The weight, everything, the writings, and even the magics that protects it from abuse. That if you are indeed blessed by one of the kamis, you should be able to pull it out. But be careful.
Cedrino-sama, what does it mean to be blessed by a kami? I have indeed met a kami before. The kami of wind, Vajrayana, has blessed my quest against the Empire. And I have sworn allegiance to the Sere in her name. Is that a blessing of a kami?
It is, yes. It depends. There are many blessings that they can bestow upon us, like a breath, a heartbeat, a moment, a kiss, a touch.
Nevertheless, Senrino-sama, I do not wish to incur the wrath of Trishula by defiling such a sacred artifact that belonged to his consort.
It is, I believe, that it's necessary to know if this is indeed our beloved Queen's blade. Trishula is a wise king. He is not quick to anger. He
would appreciate if it was the real deal and we'd
of course,
bring it back.
of course, it would be a miracle. The blades would be all together again.
Right? I think you should try, Carabas. If Senrino says it's okay, maybe you
You
should
should
try.
try it. I agree.
It's okay.
Wakarimashita, here I go.
E cât e ceasul?
Okay. Pui.
Da, I pull it.
So it's as easy as taking a breath. You pull out the sword. As you pull it out, immediately there's a pressure and everything begins to freeze. Dar nu, it's not. It is cold, but not bitter cold. It's not biting, it's not damaging per se. It's
Refreshing.
enveloping, it's all encompassing, and you can feel like everything, like the temperature just plummets and
You-
the crow's nest begins
you did
to,
it.
to freeze and everything. And there is a moment where you hear, efectiv se face negru în fața ochilor, and you hear a thunderous booming sound, like in your head, and you hear voices, resonating voices, powerful, ancient voices.
But
What
do I
the-
understand any of them?
Do you speak Draconic or Proto-Steren?
Draconic?
Yes.
Yeah, only Syrian.
Nope. You hear like like a very guttural, ancient roars and voices echoing through a thunderous, booming sound. And that's just for a fraction of a moment.
Okay. I grab the sword and I drag it over my hand and
Okay.
place it back into the hilt.
Put it back. Okay.
And I
You did
put the
it.
sword down in front of us and I say, "It is unfortunate, Senrino-sama. The sword
is
has tried
real.
to speak to me, but I do not understand what it's trying to say.
Speak.
It is the speech of the ancients.
You must have heard the thunder. Cred că the thunder. Let me just imediat îți spun. Să nu-ți spun prostii.
Mă lasă și un pic mai înăuntru. You did it. See, you were blessed by the kami. This means it's real, right? Right?
It is, I suppose it is one, we cannot be certain. could still be a plot.
Of course. Yes, of course. We should maybe have it checked for like some magical remnants of a spell, of a tracking spell, maybe of a something. If the asshole is listening to us right now, maybe
Let's
that's
not speak too loud if he's listening.
Nu un pic
Sure.
de forum, da, imediat îți spun. Ca să nu-ți spun prostii. Da.
mai ridic, mai mențin un pic așa echilibru.
Zice, it must have been the Etherwake. Așa. The Etherwake. It is the Kamis. It is a place where one can listen to dragons whisper. A place where you can speak to the spirits of your ancestors. It is all a place where divine beings talk, where Kamis gather to speak to each other across vast distances.
You can hear this. You can hear this through the sword.
Ai intrat pe Discord-ul lor.
Intra pe Discord, pe channel lor. It is complicated. A Kami could explain it better, but it is a special place where the divine belongs. And the first mortal children can speak to each other. Some say that even if a Kami dies, it never truly leaves. Its essence still lingers in this ether wake, and one can whisper and talk to it. But only the Kamis have access to it. Maybe through this blade. It is
So like
quite
the
a feat.
spirits?
It is quite a feat to be able to pull out one of the 8 legendary Seirei Noyaibas that belongs to the Kamis. The blessing must have been pretty powerful.
Yes.
You share a great
Yeah,
connection
it was.
to the Seirei and to the Kamis as well. It is, you are one of our own. Not even many of our own could tap into the ether wake or be able to pull out such a blade.
Să dau din coadă.
I understand. Senrino-sama, there is one other thing that I would like to discuss with you.
Drop the honorifics. You can just call me Senri.
Do you want me to leave?
No, you can stay. There's no secret, plus you. It's not anything you haven't had before.
Right, ask away.
Senri-san.
It's all right. Senri-san, sure.
Maybe start. My fellows and I, we have discussed that there might be another course of action which will temporarily lead us away from our path to the Seirei.
Temporarily.
It will not stop us from going there. We are to briefly visit the Trafalgar and meet with the conglomerate of pirates there and procure a manuscript which will help us in our plans for the future. What am I saying, Senrino? You are privy to our plans. We seek a manuscript which will aid the resistance.
It is probably a good idea to go there. We always have envoys in Catalian. We are allies with the Trafalgar as well.
Oh, isn't it? Of course.
We
Sorry,
have
I should
dealings
have-
with
I should
them.
have known.
Yes, we knew this all along. This is not brand new information at all. We knew this. That is why.
Listen, I am here as a guide and a facilitator for you to get into the Seirei lands. If you wish to go and seek and try to find this manuscript or whatever it is called and it helps you in your journeys, so be it. I will go with you.
It will not only help us, it will greatly aid us and the resistance in the coming battles against the Empire.
Then you have your answers. If you wish to go there, I will come with you, of course.
Okarimashita.
We have allies there as well. I might know some of them, meet up with them, and then we could take one of their ships, or some of them might come with us, and we can all go together to the Seirei lands.
I'll put my hand on Cerebus' shoulder, like from din parte. Ei sunt înăuntru, eu sunt afară. See? See? It's good, it's good. We got this.
Arigatou gozaimasu, Senri-san. We will trouble you no longer. I will be taking care of this sword from here on out and making sure that it gets in the hands of Kami-sama Trishula.
It is in good
Seems
hands.
like we have to. So it seems we have to ask him for more details about it when we deliver it back to.
It is
Maybe-
a great boon. You have. You are going to give back to the Seirei lands. The legendary 8 blades are going to be back together.
I would,
May I
however,
ask a question?
Of course. Hi!
I understand, și mă uit cumva și la Cerebus și la Senri, I understand it is a very important artifact, and I truly, truly respect the dedication and the meaning of it and all of that. Truly, I do, even if it doesn't sound like it. However, can we still... I think it would be a great idea, like Orion and Renault also said, to maybe investigate it a bit
Of course.
to see if there is something. It won't harm the blade or anything, just a little bit of magic to see if it's something. Maybe the Archbishop put something on it. I would just like to be sure.
If there is indeed
It's been
something
hurt by
put,
the bastard before, so
if there
mă uit
is
la Cerebus.
indeed some magic put onto it, then our practitioners or one of the kamis will be able to identify it, I'm sure.
Can we try before we get to the Seirei? That is what I'm asking.
I do not have
Just to be sure.
such abilities at my disposal, but
what we're saying, Senrino-sama, is we're afraid to not commit sacrilege against the Kamis by defiling the weapon in such a way.
I understand, but it is a special... I believe that there is understanding to be given here.
Thank you.
You don't need to
We
be
just want to be safe.
so formal and so... It is good to
just
be
wanted to be sure.
respectful. It is good, and I'm very thankful for your kindness and for the respect you are showing to our culture and to such a relic. But you are its bearer now. It is your responsibility and it is your choice.
This is but a grain of sand in the ocean of gratitude that I have for the Seirei. I would not be standing here fighting this tireless battle against the Empire if I had not been led down the right path by the Mayakashi and the Kamis. It is for this reason that I do not wish to commit anything against their will.
That is why și arătând spre el, we wanted to ask for permission first.
If it eases your suffering, nu știu cum să... You have my permission, but it is...
Good word.
Concerns.
It is not my permission to give. That is what I'm saying. It's better. It is your choice. It is.
Interesting.
It was given to you. It has come to you, and for now you are its custodian.
Very much so.
Okay.
Have faith in yourself. You are doing good.
Ooh, you say that again. You have to tell him that again. Yeah.
Have faith in you again. You are in you. You are doing good. I'm sorry. Sometimes my Syrian slips.
This is. We will bother you no longer. Perhaps for some tea later. But for now, this is all we wanted to discuss. Thank you.
Right.
Arigato gozaimasu.
Thank you too. Arigato. Okay.
My lady, have a great evening, and
In the
we'll
crow's
see you
nest.
tomorrow.
At 2 a.m.
I mean that she wants to be here. I mean,
I will just keep a lookout, but don't worry, you go rest. I keep a lookout for storms and I don't know, pirates.
I will put my cane la loc aici, merg până la capăt și mă arunc și o să mă agăț de plasă până în jos și sar până... Yes,
Okay.
I will do the acrobatic
So-
shit.
You guys,
What's careful the sails, Echo?
Ah! Shit! Don't scare me like that, Renaud darling, I'm still hurt. I'm careful, that's okay. Now I'll get on deck, and then wait for Kerberos to go down. I'll look at the others, be like, gentlemen, my lady, have a great night. We shall convene in the morning after we are all rested. They shouldn't have done that. Kerberos, into the captain's quarters, please.
they are my quarters, Echo. Just saying. Have you decided where we are going? Wait.
It is such a horrible breeze out.
I need to
Are
plot.
we...
I need to plot the course. Just saying. Zice Moran.
Captain, yes, we have. We are in
Good. Where are we going?
accord. The Trafalgar is our course, Captain.
Right.
It's been decided.
All right. So we're going home. Yay.
Your home, yes.
Yay.
Yes.
Inside check, is he happy? Is he happy to be going home?
Yay, no.
He probably owes money to
On an
somebody.
inside check, he's unsure.
He owes money to
Nu trebuie să
everyone.
faci inside check. I mean. All right. Home it is. Listen. If people tell you shit about me, it's probably true. Some are lies, but they're probably true as well. So
Okay.
it's complicated. All right. So we're plotting a course to Catalian. So let me see. Ia niște hărți, să uite pe ele. All right. So this is going to be about a week detour from our current position.
That's
That's
fine.
not too bad.
Is this an island? It's very hard for me to imagine.
It is. There are many small islands scattered across the Indigo Deep in that area, but there are huge rock formations, big rock formations, and there are hundreds and hundreds of ships. Many we have stolen for the
Yeah.
Empire, and we just build this.
Planktown.
Yes. Basically, Planktown, but we do have landmass. We have islands, and we build like rope bridges and planks and stuff like that. I mean, if we are found out by the Empire and attacked, in probably an hour or so, we can move all the ships away. That was my plan
Efficient.
for us.
Catalian is the name of the city itself.
The town, our home. I mean, listen, some years ago, 7 captains came together. We formed an alliance. We've named it the Trafalgar. And we decided to stop fighting amongst each other and to fight against our common enemy, the Empire. And of course, there are renegade pirate groups, there are those who hate our gods, there are even those who are paid by the Empire to find us and stuff like that. So there are many pirate groups, but we, the Trafalgar, we fight against the Empire. That's what we do.
Do they know who you are over there?
Of course, I'm one of the 7.
No. Do you know who you are?
Some do.
Okay, just to be sure, just so we don't spoil anything for anyone, you know.
There I am Captain Birdie.
Ah, all
I
right.
see.
All right.
Well, that changes things a bit.
But they do know,
So-
some of them, my true dignified self, but they know enough.
Do you have a crew?
A crew? Of course I have a crew.
Yeah. Is it back there?
Probably. I mean, the
They
thing
have a
is,
ship, a house.
I did abandon them
This place.
a while ago.
Okay. That's not nice.
a while ago. It's not nice, but
That's not nice.
I mean, I had debts to pay. I had places to go. They understand. They understand.
They are pirates, so
Yeah, we are free spirits. Yeah.
You have a home
I
here.
need to rest, but just so we're clear, we are going to find friends there, right? We are going to be welcomed as
We're going to
friends,
find
not as
pirates,
enemies,
I
right?
wouldn't.
Yes,
Pirates
but
are-
friendly pirates.
Friendly pirates, of course, but they are
Good.
a taste that you acquire in time. They are a rough bunch. Some like to drink, some like to fight, some like to. You get it.
Village.
But fair point, Captain. Are we to be shot on sight once we?
I
enter?
mean, no.
Inside check. God damn it!
So maybe you should be
if-
on the nose of the ship, just so you are the first person they see.
If
once
there's
you get
someone
close,
to
okay?
be shot
Just
there,
shoot.
that's me, myself, and
Ah.
Yourself.
I. But you are fine.
Not
You are
very
fine.
comforting.
Don't worry.
Shit.
Don't worry. I'm just joking. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. They basically practically worship me there. I'm the legend. I saved their asses.
I mean, we do look like pirates as well, so I mean, I still have my giant hat. This should help.
Sure.
I don't look like a fucking pirate.
But ai turbanul ăla care l-ai vrut tu.
I mean
când am întrebat.
the
Ți-ai luat
bold
turbanul
aspect, the
somalian.
mustache does help.
Okay.
I see.
I will put on the turban, but it doesn't go well with this suit of armor.
Don't worry. It's fine. It's fine. No, you are going to be amongst friends.
Yes,
Rowdy
at the
friends.
course, Captain, we are to arrive at Trafalgar in 1 week's time, you said, okay?
Ish.
1 week detour.
Ish.
Yes. Great.
All right. So let's set the course, and you guys, I need your help. I mean,
What's
In the
happening?
morning,
You can count on us.
we need to rest.
Tomorrow,
Orion needs to rest. We need to rest. Renault, Carabas, they were down. Our new friends, I'm sure, are not.
right, boys.
It wasn't
Let's
easy, right?
come on. I need
So
you.
let's rest.
Right.
Well, we'll split in two. Who's
course.
feeling doing a night shift?
I'll help. Of course.
Okay, so Raylin, you can help Saint Reno and go up on the sails as well. And you guys,
I will not scrub the floors tonight.
not
I will
tonight,
not scrub the floors.
but
Scrubbing
tomorrow,
floors.
Echo. Destiny is calling you.
After I heal and after I rest.
I'll have to
I'll
do
make
it
sure we
tomorrow.
have a hearty breakfast.
Okay.
Thank you. I will just go to the captain's quarters and wait for Carabas there. Like, I'm not going to do anything tonight. Suntem răniți de numai.
Okay.
Need one more
What do you know?
person, I think.
I'll go with you, no worries.
No, to stay awake during the night shift. I'll take the morning shift. I'm second in command.
Sure, I'll take the night shift then.
Okay. So who's taking the night shift?
You know,
Deci Raylin și Kerebas, Saint Reno și Moren?
yeah.
Ok. Atunci restul voi mergeți să vă odihniți.
Ship
Everything
needs
is,
a captain to be awake at every moment, right?
probably gonna let Echo know. Go to sleep.
Și el trebuie să doarmă la un moment dat, te lasă pe tine, îți dă instrucțiunile și...
Păi da. I'm just a captain,
Yes. Yes.
not the captain.
I'll go rest. You join me when you're done, I guess. I need to sleep.
Right.
Ok. So, întrebare. You guys wanna do anything? You guys wanna talk? You guys wanna... Or
Very good.
are we just going
Oh, yeah,
to skip
of
a
course.
week?
No, we're not gonna skip a week.
Okay.
I'm going to have Renault have a look at the sword.
No skip. I need to do something.
Okay.
Da bârâ bâ
Yeah,
acum.
Okay, so we have stuff to do. Okay.
we do have stuff to do. Quite a lot of stuff to do. Have Renault look at the sword. Have Orion cast Identify on the sword.
I can use my amazing blacksmithing knowledge that I have,
And
Okay, so
sharpening one sword
I'm
for
not going
years and years and years.
Păi, putem face toate chestiile astea pe parcursul unei săptămâni. Deci nu trebuie acum, în momentul... Deci le împărțim și îmi spuneți cam ce vreți să faceți. Ok, so... prima dată facem chestia atunci cu sabia?
Da, but
Ok.
when I'm not going to only involve the OG team, but I'm also not going to invite them directly,
Ok.
So
the two of them. If they want to take part, they can.
Okay.
Sure.
Rose
The whole
would
thing?
take part.
I
Do
like
what?
it.
To you checking the sword.
okay, pass it on.
I can't. You won't be able to pull it from the scabbard.
Is it
Only I can.
stuck? Oh, only you can.
In
How
a
do you know
way,
I can?
in a way, it's stuck. You have to have the blessing of a kami, which apparently I have. And I pull the sword.
Ok, you pull the
Does the same
sword.
thing happen again?
Yes.
Boom.
Nu mai auzi the voice. Nu mai auzi the whispers and the voices.
But again, my hand starts.
Da,
freezing.
îngheață chestii în jur și așa. Și pe tine se pune gheață și...
Does
Deci,
it hurt?
Rayleigh,
It
toată lumea e acolo
Da.
atunci? Toată lumea e la
Da,
chestia
da.
asta? Ok.
Da.
Ok, so everyone
Not
sees
hiding.
this.
Yep.
Impressive.
Okay, can I hold it now?
I don't know. I would say no. Sorry, it's an artifact. So I'm just going to hold it and have a look at it like this. Come to think of it, why don't we try it? And I try to hand it to you. Maybe it's for the bell. See if you can pick it up.
Ok.
I just wanted to check its balance and
All right,
sharp
fair
it.
enough.
You grab the sword, the katana?
Yeah, sure.
Ok, so you grab the katana. Fă-mi te rog un
I will take it with
Constitution...
two hands.
Fă-mi te
Așa.
rog un Constitution saving throw.
I'm not good at these.
The minute I see something happening to him, can I grab it back? Oh, okay.
18.
Fuck!
Ok, o să iei jumate. O să iei 6 cold damage.
Oh,
Deci
God.
pui mâna, instant îi vezi cum îngheață mâinile și se pune ăștia mai stratul de gheață and it hurts.
Go, gods! Take it away! Take it away! Take it away!
I took it back. I took it back quickly. Probably ripping
I
off skin
noticed.
from his palm as I rip the ice from his hands. Okay.
I
Yeah,
look
sorry.
at it from a distance.
Ok. So make a blacksmithing check with wisdom, please. Deci wisdom plus
Oh.
proficiency bonus, basic.
Nimic. Am survival. Pot să dau survival?
Sure. That's the same rule.
7.
7. Magic. It's beautiful. I mean, it's a very beautiful katana. You can see the hamon, valurile alea și straturile și everything on the blade itself. It has a turquoise hue on it. It's polished to perfection. Vezi vapori cum iasă din lamă. But that's the extent of your knowledge.
It's very beautiful canvas.
Poți să-ți dai seama că e un proces foarte diferit de a crea arme decât procesul din The Empire. It's a much higher quality.
It was very careful doing it.
It is.
But I deal with swords, not kitchen knives. So sorry.
I will pretend, because we're friends, that I did not just hear that.
No, I just mean this is a sword.
Yeah.
No need to compare sizes. I'm sure it's Still an impressive weapon.
It
I
is
must
very
admit,
beautiful.
I must admit now I'm worried about touching it because the magic does require me to touch it for 1 minute to properly identify anything about
I'll heal
it.
you. Whatever
I
happens,
have
I'll heal
some
you.
tools. Maybe you can hold it with a tongue and some pliers.
Well,
Maybe
I'm
some
sure
gloves.
if Karabush,
Hang
I'm sure if Karabush doesn't let go of it, if someone worthy is touching it, then maybe it will have mercy on me.
We'll say it's worth a shot. All right, Orion. Whatever happens, I'll heal you. It's for you.
And-
What was your name? Rosie?
Ambrosius.
Yeah, Rosie. What was that about some tongues or something?
I carry tools with me. Maybe we can use some to hold it not directly with your hand.
Well,
Magic
look.
can be fickle, so I'm.
Fair enough. Here's what we're gonna do.
I will touch it, but I will do it respectfully. Hopefully.
I'm so happy the Rose nickname stuck.
Okay,
With
so
everyone.
you take the blade as well, Orion?
But I hold the other end. So I
Okay.
hold.
Yeah, I will touch it, but while Kerabus is holding it.
Okay.
Kerberos is
whoever
holding it.
can-
So, Orion,
Whoever can heal should
Orion,
do it, because that bitch stings.
you extend your hand and you touch it. Nothing happens. You just feel the cold and tot așa cum pățește și Kerberos. But the moment you touch it, amândoi aveți chestia aia. Again, the thunderous boom, the voices, the whispers, the blackness and like ca un thunder strike, a really powerful thunder strike, and you can see a lightning strike.
Does
You
it
can see.
say anything in particular in Proto or Stern that I could understand?
Draconic.
Dă-mi un perception check, but it's going to be a really high DC. But yeah, I give you that chance. Ai și inspiration în caz că...
And the rest of us, do we just see them?
Okay. 27.
Orion, darling, that's
Hell
amazing.
yeah.
Okay, is there anything else you wish to add to that?
Is there
Yes.
anything I want to add to
Nu
it?
știu, your guidance or
Guidance,
anything, I
Colin?
don't know.
Guidance, Charlie.
Oh yeah, guidance, sure. I will add
train
my
it.
guidance.
Wow.
Come on, go 30.
You can
Wow.
do 30.
Nice. 21.
Ai de capul meu.
Reveal your secrets.
You can just write to me if you don't want something to be revealed.
Toată lumea puneți-vă pe mut și pe deafen, vă rog.
Aoleu, stai.
Și o să vă fac semn după aia, o să vă fac semn după aia. This is the whisper, this is a whisper.
Ok.
Okay.
Am crezut că o să-mi scrii pe...
Nu, facem.
Facebook sau
We're
ceva.
doing the thing. We're doing the thing. Okay. It's the closest thing I have to thunder stuff.
Of course.
Okay, so Orion. So the moment you touch the blade, there is no pain. There is nothing. It's like you are being pulled by the blade itself, by the will of the blade itself into a vision or a place. And you're in the middle of a storm. There's rain and lightning everywhere, crackling lightning, like you can see this dark, deep blue sky above. There's lightning everywhere. And you can see there's cliffs. You are basically the Grand Canyon, imaginează, with really high, towering cliffs. You look around and you can see shapes and glowing eyes everywhere. And you can see dragons resting. and you're not in the middle of them. And you can see like 2, 4, 5, 8, 10, 12, 14 giant, looming, ancient fucking dragons. And they speak. They say, Herald, intruder. A female voice. It is time. The voice. Other voice.
Forgive me. I did not know.
As you
I did
speak,
not mean.
you speak, your voice echoes. And it sounds like them. It's not your normal voice, it's a booming, thunderous voice coming from you. I'm sorry. It echoes, it reverberates, it becomes like a presence. Your voice has been heard. And they all just look at you. Some acknowledge your presence. The end.
What do I do?
And
What is asked of me?
the vision ends. The vision ends.
Okay.
Haideți
Venim?
înapoi. Da.
Ok.
Trebuie să schimb. Let me change.
Oh my god.
Will it be on the video what you just said?
Ba da, dar
Da, dar
you
trecem
skip
peste,
that part.
trecem peste.
We skipped that part.
No.
Damn.
We do not spoil ourselves.
No.
You just see that I quickly retreat my hands and I start Frek, my upper, what does it say?
Temple?
My
Forehead,
temple,
forehead.
yeah. Forehead, yeah.
Orion, dacă zici ceva, for a few sentences, he only speaks in Proto-Orsteran.
I'm sorry,
Altceva auziți
sorry.
voi.
cum ar fi sorry, da.
What's he saying? Does
I don't know.
he really
Orion?
talk like that?
I don't know, but the
Yeah.
sword didn't affect him.
Yeah,
Something's not
just
right.
give me a moment.
Oh, he's back.
It
He's back.
it wasn't what I expected at all.
In a good or a bad way.
Yes, what do you mean? Are you alright?
Did you hear?
Well, I'm not sure if my magic actually worked or if it worked in the way. I don't think it worked in the way it should, but I did see something. I just
Okay, before you tell me what you saw, tell us what you saw. Did you meet a kami before? Ever?
Well, I've seen a dragon, if that is.
We've all seen a dragon.
I've seen a dragon before. They are considered the kami of Shere, right?
Yeah. Did you talk to him? Was it a friendly chat?
I don't know, Asta e, acum vorbești de viziunea mea sau înainte?
Acum vorbesc if you've ever met a kami before, because you see the sword should have reacted much the same as it did with Renault. But with you, it lets you
No, I
use
also
it.
saw a dragon.
You think he has a blessing?
I'm thinking, yeah. But I'm wondering how. If he hasn't seen
Well,
a
we all
kami.
know about Momoka at this point, don't we? I am wondering
Oh,
if she
yeah.
has the same, if she's on the same level as what you call the kami in the East.
Amazing.
I see.
Fantastic.
I had my suspicions, yeah.
In that
Apparently
case,
so.
But
Why did you work for me?
Compared to what I have seen, I don't know. I've been put under the tutelage of Momoka as she reveals the secrets of the stars for me. Maybe that counted for something. I don't know. But nothing could have prepared me for what I have seen just now.
All right. Can you elaborate?
Is it okay for me
I-
to share?
I must share it, otherwise I must. I think I would go insane thinking about it. I need to speak of it to someone. Keeping.
Hold on a second. And I go up to the crow's nest and fetch Senrino some more.
Okay.
Fenrir-san, information has been revealed.
All right.
Could you please join us on the ship's deck?
Yes, of course. I'm coming down.
Proceed, Ryan. What have you seen?
Oh my god, what happened?
It was a beautiful place, but also very foreboding. I saw great thunder, lightning, a valley, an seemingly ancient and mysterious land. Just standing there felt overwhelming, and standing, especially considering that I was surrounded by what I assume are the most ancient and most powerful of dragons in the world. But it wasn't just like I was looking at it from outside. I was there, and the dragons, they noticed me, they called to me, and I was speaking in the same thunderous language as they were. They called me Herald, but that is. It happened so fast. I know my spell usually lasts a minute, but I don't know how long I was out for.
Senri o se intervine.
It
That
was
must have
just a
been
moment.
the Ether Wake. It is the place where they gather, where they speak.
So, și mă uit și la Kerabut și la Senrino. So it must mean you do have a blessing then, Orion darling. If you are able to.
Only those blessed by the Kamis themselves can enter such a place or witness such an event.
Herald of what? Why did they
Or have
just.
probably.
Where was I exactly?
Știu, Alin, știu.
Why was I there? I wanted to ask what is expected of me, but I left before I could get an answer.
To that kick.
Well, there'll be more answers once we reach the Seri. Until then, this further proves that this is indeed the sword
Any
of Pervegia.
spells from Alexander on it, though? Can you?
Yes.
You know?
My magic simply. I feel like the magic as it is supposed to be written, as it's supposed to work, just didn't work. I highly. It is a very basic spell that is a given, but I highly doubt an artifact of this power could be influenced by anyone from the outside. So it is just an educated guess, but I would say it is safe from any influence by the Archbishop.
That's-
take a
that's good.
step to look closer to the sword.
Sure.
And I'm not touching it, I'm just looking, thinking,
Okay.
and say something like I never seen a sword send someone to the Aetherwake.
You know what this ether work is, then, Raylan?
Can you say it again? I didn't understand.
You know, then, what this ether wake is.
Yeah,
Raylan?
I didn't hear before.
Oh.
What?
Do tell.
I felt the same as Renault. It's where I have
I mean,
my answers are there. I have dragon bloodline. I
Dragon
didn't
bloodline
know
is
you could go there.
Have you ever met a dragon before, Ray darling? Have you ever met a dragon before?
Yeah.
Am I the only one who is just one step close? Just a stone was between me and a dragon, and everyone has met a dragon but me?
You've met Momok too.
Yeah, but I could have my own very special personal dragon. So everyone has a dragon.
No.
How is that not blasphemy, huh?
I'm joking.
Sandri intervine. The Etherwake is a special place where the Kamis talk. Not many have access to such a place. And
Can you touch
physically,
the sword, Raylin?
It's like,
If you want to.
Can you touch it without feeling cold?
I can try to.
Okay, I'll unsheath it again.
okay.
Noreen will try
So,
to touch it one time.
Făm un Constitution saving throw, te rog.
Oh, good. That's.
Does it help
Do I
that,
roll 20? Or my
ajută că am văzut deja chestia asta. Can I help her? Give her advantage in some way?
Nu.
No. Okay.
Constitution.
Yes.
Constitution saving throw. is it?
Da, dai click pe Constitution și o să te întrebe dacă vrei să fie ability check sau saving throw.
Dar eu nu să dau, nu?
Tu nu trebuie să dai, nu?
Double check.
Nu trebuie să dai.
Ok.
Oh,
Ok.
good damage.
O să iei 13 cold damage. Nu. Felul prin care tu ai ajuns să ai viziuni și să witness the Ether Wake was very different. But yeah, you've been there before. Through the help of the Sky Keepers.
I need a calculator.
Whoa. Really, darling? Wait. And I'll just get closer to her and just, like, try to, like, hold her. Just, wait. That looks painful. Kerebes, put it away, please.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Don't worry,
you
I
don't
can-
need to be blessed to go to the Ether Wake.
I guess the
It's
blessing.
not, but how? I mean, the Sky Keepers.
There's a
of
backdoor
them.
to everything, right? Who knows?
I've heard of them. I believe they are one of the tribes of the Crusadia Republic, right?
Yes, that's where I went and stayed for 1 year. That is the one.
They are knowledge keepers, lore keepers of the ancient knowledge. Maybe they have a way of going there or witnesses such events through other means. Usually through meditation, smoking stuff, inhaling stuff.
Ancient knowledge, as in what exactly? What kind of knowledge are we speaking?
Before what we
Oh.
remember.
Anything in particular? Anything specific come to mind, Ray darling?
Fă-mi un,
Just making sure.
fă-mi un intelligence check, Raylin, te rog.
Just wanting to make sure we are all, sharing in this really safe space that we have built here around amongst ourselves. After, being mortally in danger together, that's as close as one can get. And it's the perfect moment to maybe share any specific details or information
Okay.
about
Ok,
places or things.
So, ce-ți mai amintești tu de la The Tribe of the Sky Keepers e că they are the keepers of the old songs. They preserve ancient hymns and sagas passed down for centuries, maybe even older. These songs are more than stories. They have power, they are chants, they have hidden wisdom, forgotten prophecies, and some of them have the names of dragons lost long past. And through these old songs and their rites and ingesting mushrooms and stuff like that, some of their myth sticks, they do have the power to listen to the Ether Wake. A place where one can listen to dragons whisper, one can speak to the spirits of their ancestors.
So it is possible to learn how to enter this place at will.
If so, it is the Kamis no more, of course.
Of course.
And where are these people based again?
Really high.
Crusadia. You said
Crusadia.
Crusadia.
Yes, Crusadia.
You know, the other side of the world right now. From where we are. But still, good to know.
You know, our journey might take us there too.
Do they
We
not
are after
travel?
all.
Well, some travel, apparently, when I look at Raiden. Or at least the knowledge gets passed down. Interesting. And what about
Do you know a
Rose?
song?
Do you have,
Raiden.
what? Sorry.
Do you know the song? Can you teach us the song? Did you learn anything from those masters of yours in Crusadia? Perhaps a song that might either allow us to go to the Etherwake or hear the Etherwake.
Just so you know, we've come across different songs
No,
in our
it takes-
journey that are
Years and
Yes.
years of practice. It's complicated. Only those Stai că spun imediat. The shamans. They are the ones who are the keepers of the ancient songs. Ai sta cu ei doar una. E prea puțin ca să...
Me.
Well,
Fair enough.
I would love to visit that place again, but I suppose for now I just have to settle if I'm meant to witness something, if I'm meant to hear something from there, they will contact me instead of me trying to contact them.
Ok. Cred că Echo l-a întrebat ceva pe Rose, pe Rosie, dar nu știu. Nu.
Da, vrea să întrebe ceva.
Ok. Dacă nu, revenim la aia.
No, I can ask you something. Do you want to try something with a weapon? At this point, just about everyone, maybe except
Eu,
Silver,
atâta
who
doar-
has tried to touch it.
I will wait my turn. I just wanted to say to Rose, like, and what about you, Rose, darling? Anything you want to share? Any magical dragons you've encountered? Any secret songs? Any special text or locations you want to share with us? This is a safe space.
Well,
This is your moment. Your time in the spotlight. Please, darling, go on.
can't say I've seen a dragon past maybe a drawing. So for this, I'm not of much help. But hey, at least you're not the only one who has never seen one.
She has though. 2.
Shh. We're bonding here. Like, shh.
How much you wanna
Yes,
bet
I
that
have-
Mohan can hold the sword?
Wow. 10 gold. He can't.
I'll take that. I'll take your money.
Rose,
Yes.
Raylene, this is a bonding experience. We are betting that Moren cannot or we can hold the sword. Which side are you on? This is a game we usually play. It's really
You
fun.
both lost, you fools. No one's holding this sword. I'm custodian, and I put a ring above the holding.
I was going to ask you for the gold, Calebus. What are you doing?
I guess
This
you
is
can
not
hold
a
it
toy,
now.
you idiots. This is the
I never said
greatest
it was-
job you got to say Ray has. What do you think of yourselves?
O să râde și Senri.
But yes,
He
he's
is the
right.
angry farmer. As you can see, he is the angry farmer. I am, of course, the master of ceremonies, the one holding the group together, the leader of the group. And now yours as well, Rejoice. You can now count on me. Anything I say goes. You can all see, everyone here agrees with this. This is Renaud, my darling Dark Knight. And of course,
I don't.
Victorion, the light of our group, the one who keeps us all alive. And, you know,
Sometimes
welcome.
barely.
I will not
No,
let
no, no, no.
this. I would not let this crazy tirade go on. Not everything Greco says goes. Actually, it rarely does.
It actually does, but not in the way they all expect. You know, it's just I'm more subtle about it, more like the artist touch, you know?
She
It's there. They just don't know it.
Well, she says we do A, B happens, and then she says, I was planning for B.
Of course. See, you get it, madam.
she likes to keep things light-hearted. It is
so
her
she's
way.
Very, very fluid.
She's the heart of the
Oh,
group, I can
they
see.
know me so well. Yes, Rose darling. I come and grab your hand, and I'll be like, yes, you get it.
Okay. But
Well, in
Oh.
case anyone needs me, I'll be over there fishing. And I pull up my fishing line and I
Okay.
put it in the water on the ship, like Sanji from One Piece does.
Cool.
Oh
Is
no,
there-
sorry, Luffy.
Is there anything else that you wanna do?
I was not planning on doing anything special.
Okay, Restu?
But I actually was planning on going to the Shadow Realm.
Și eu vreau, wow.
Oh shit, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, am uitat de tine.
Okay.
Dacă ai
vreau
uitat,
chestii
facem
scurte.
altă dată.
No, no, e ok, we can do it. We can do it.
Eu o să fac o chestie în față cu toți. So, yeah.
Ok, hai să facem asta atunci, că el trebuie să doarmă. Pentru...
Faceți asta, după aia vreau
Da,
și eu.
da,
Stai
eu
un pic,
te
că zbârâbă, stai.
Ok, so
Okay.
what do you want to do, Ryan?
Well, I want to explain that I am what they call a starseer, a astrologian. You may have heard that word, and everything I do involves the stars, the fate, and sometimes I do readings as well. She's got divination deku, and you guys believe in a preset destiny, that your path is written, that
no.
your future is set in place.
No. Your destiny is yours to make.
Sorry.
What about you, Raven?
I'm not sure at this moment. I feel like are some things set for you, but doesn't mean you can change it if you try hard enough. Maybe.
Just not. I believe there are no right and wrong answers when it comes to these things. Life can sometimes be overwhelming. Sometimes we ask ourselves why a certain thing happens or what comes next, and it can be comforting to get a sign or some kind of guidance, wouldn't you say? Well, I'm not gonna waste your time anymore. It is at this point tradition in our group. Everyone at least once has drawn a card from my deck, and depending on what card you draw, it will reveal something. But let's start with you, Raylin. Is there something you are wondering about right now? Something you may want a bit of a hint or guidance about?
I mean, is there a moment when you don't think if you're taking the right way, if you're going there, follow the right
So you're having, maybe you're having doubts about this journey, or is that what you're saying?
a little?
Okay, then draw a card and let's see what they have to say about that. Dă-mi unul de 20, te rog. Nu, scuze, unul de... Poți să scrii /roll, că o să fie un pic mai special, că nu e unul de 20, e unul de 22, de fapt.
Roll 22.
22, da. Mhm.
Roll 1d22. Stai, double checking, it is 22, right? Yes.
It's been a long time since Orion's
Yeah.
tarot reading.
Trebuie
I
să-
did it wrong.
Să pui și pauză după rol.
Mhm.
Da, spațiu
Yeah.
între rol și...
I'm so curious.
Okay. And now roll a 1d2 to see if it's face up or reversed. One is face up, 2 is reversed, by the way. Okay.
Reversed.
Oh.
Okay. So
How
this
do I
is
win?
basically number 10 because I have to subtract because it starts from 0, the numbering. So let's see. Key 10. You drew the Wheel of Fortune reversed.
Not a strategy. No,
Isn't that
ninja
just
persona.
bad luck?
The wheel of
reverse of
misfortune,
fortune.
basically.
No.
You-
Wait.
Let him cook.
So you are having doubts of your journey. You may be afraid of failure and setbacks. But everything, all of this, despite of what you have been through before, is new to you. These are all new conditions, wouldn't you say? And new conditions, they need courage. And perhaps you have heard of the saying, you reap what you sow. Sometimes our decision, no matter what choices we make, they have consequences, sometimes good, sometimes bad, but we must take responsibility for them and
You're muted.
accept what comes after it. Basically, that is the meaning of the saying, you reap what you sow. And I guess that is what the card here is trying to tell. But like you said, not everything is set into stone, is it?
Never
Let me ask you a question. Surely sometimes you stumbled, maybe you fell down, you tripped. Did you lay down in the dirt? Did you cry just cry and despair?
go out.
Yes, of course. We get up, no matter how dirty and how wounded we get, don't we? So don't let this result discourage you. All right. Well, my dear brethren, I'm sure you are eager to, after all of that, to draw your card as well, don't you? I take it back and I shuffle it again because that's how it works. So, are you ready?
Go around Ambrosius and like push him friendly towards Orion.
Sure.
Like, don't be scared. Go.
Going
Your
to
turn.
tiptoe
What would
forward,
you-
pretending to be pushed.
I can't
You have
push
no
you.
choice.
I'm smaller than you.
So, is there a question or some kind of thought that is on your mind right now as you try to...
So he's going to bite his nail for a moment as he thinks, and he's going to say, I have one question. Can't answer any question that's on my mind.
If fates decide.
The way it works simply is the cards do require some question, any question. They won't give you maybe a direct answer. Maybe they won't give you the answer you expect, but they will always respond in one way or another. I'm just trying to interpret it.
She
Let's
diplomat.
see. Well,
Yeah, this is fishing, but also listening with one ear. Like, ears are moving and listening.
my question for the cards. Okay. When the time comes, Will my courage falter or will I stand my ground? And I draw 1.
Okay, roll your D22.
Hey girl, what's up?
Tom, la felde. No problem.
Okay, you have the key 9 and give me a 1d2 to see if it's...
Close, but not the same.
Also face down. I mean,
It's also reverse. That reverse must be a boon,
Reverse.
guys. It's not true. The reverse is good. It can be good. Toxic positivity,
Hmm?
remember?
Interesting, you got the...
Everything will be alright. We have no
the
choice.
hermit... You got the hermit reversed. And you're wondering when the time comes if your courage will falter or will you stand your ground.
Indeed.
Let me answer it with another question. How do you... what is it that you feel like would make you stand your ground, force you to stand your ground? What is it that feels like might... If you ask this kind of question, it sounds like you already have doubts in your heart. Why would you have such doubts?
Because what I'm planning to fight is not just some run-of-the-mill bandit or some monster roaming the earth or the desert. It's something that took a lot from me.
And well, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. The hermit is associated often with refusal to listen to wisdom, immaturity, and giving in to vices. Rejection of maturity and tendency to be child at all times. What you seek, what you are looking to fight, apparently, if I understand correctly, you want to fight something. May not be for the right reason, maybe, or you may feel like it might be a childish desire for revenge, for a rematch.
Revenge is never childish, Orion, darling. I'm sure there was another completely astute explanation for all of this, but yes, it does seems quite interesting. It seems really interesting.
We don't always pick our fights, don't we? We don't always get to choose what is the right course of action, but we can always choose how we react and what we learn from our confrontations, our challenges. Remember that.
Don't worry, Ambrosius. If the stars won't keep you honest, then we will keep you honest.
You can always count on Reno here to whip you back into shape if need be.
Put you on, well, at least my path.
If you ever need some, some movement, some things to do, you could always, I don't know, maybe just scrub the floors on the deck. Maybe that would help, put your mind at ease and,
Echo can show you how it's
And
done,
just-
by the way.
Excuse me, my dad. I clearly know what I'm doing. The floors are just a mirror at this, reflecting all of our might. It's been a long few days, and I guess I'm excited for our new friends to join us, but also I haven't even, what is the word, fought about all the things that happened that much, and I'm still,
Yes.
you know, trying
it is.
to take everything
Process.
in, as they say. Yes, that is yes, Orion darling. See. So just thinking that maybe our friends here might, you know, use a bit of exercise, like move around a bit, since we're going to be stuck on this boat for quite a while. And I'm just offering what helped me, because it clearly helped. You know, scrubbing the floors, such joy. So I
Well-
was just wondering and wanting to, you know, maybe have our friends, you know, share in that joy. Just the buckets are over there. So
With my reading show, you can do what you please. Or at least what the captain orders, and his second on command too. As well.
and as his second in command, I think this would be really good for both of you.
Hold. Hold
wait,
Mă, Prițo, care v-a avut
I thought we established that Renault was the second in command.
Oh, apologies. Yes, I just, you know, I got carried away.
Being delusional.
Yes, that.
Yes,
I'm
that.
still hurting a bit, but how about we have some nice food, maybe rest a bit again, as well, and then
For you who are new, I just want to point out, Echo is not the only one who's scrubbing the floor. All of us are doing it all the time.
Agreed. Here,
I-
here.
But she seems so good at it, maybe we should let the expert do it.
She's not even that good. I always have to redo whatever the fuck she does.
No, she
Same.
clearly insists she's the expert here.
Rose, you're
We should
fitting
let
right in.
it
I
to
see
her.
we're bantering already. That's so cute. That's so cute. Yes, but you know, really, the buckets are over there. So
It's
Just,
this
you know-
weird paranoia thing of doing menial work that
Agreed.
she does.
as a former master of ceremonies of Twilight Troop, I must say, Reno, darling, you are forgetting that I have scrubbed the floors and
Elephant shit.
cleaned the
I
stables.
remember.
And
Yes.
direwolves are not clean at all. Not as like they seem. They were, at least at the beginning, they were not friendly. I have cleaned. I have done my share of cleaning. I'm just wanting to share in that joy. See, my demon friends were friendly, but to a certain, not just up to a point. After that point, they were like,
Echo, we know each other. You can't bullshit me anymore.
I keep forgetting that. Yes, of course. Just putting on a show for our darlings.
Also,
New,
it's not even your
friends here.
turn to scrub the floors.
Oh, I'm so glad. Yes, thank you.
Wait,
Yes.
whose is it?
Whose is it?
I think it's mine.
Oh, help me.
Well,
Apologies,
But
Reno,
if you
darling.
want, Silverash, you can help me tar the hull of the ship. Make sure that there
Yeah,
aren't any
that's-
leaks.
That's nice for
You know,
furries.
different carpenter work.
Wait,
Take care of the
Sure.
ship proper. Make sure that we make a week. All the way to
Mhm,
Trafalgar.
mhm, mhm.
how do you tar the
I
ship?
Since you're so dedicated and committed to the cause,
You dip rope in tar and then stick it between the planks.
It's really fun.
Well, it's not fun if you have fur on your hands.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is.
tell me about it.
Get
I've been doing
started.
it this whole time.
Am I the
You
only
don't
one
have
who
fur
doesn't
on
have
your hands, Arthur.
fur?
Your hands are quite well. Your hands are quite magnificent.
Kind
you don't
of,
have fur on
kind
them.
of.
Just,
Yeah.
Fine. Let's all go and do our duty, and then we can
Hang on.
rest
Is that-
and relax. I
Is
guess.
that you volunteering, Ambrosius? Would you like to join?
Oh, I guess I do have to do something, don't I?
I was
Right,
only
yeah.
curious, of course, but we do all need to, you know, share in the menial work, I guess. But
They didn't
It
go
can
to
be fun.
Renault. Like,
Renault,
What?
la Renault te duci.
yeah, and she'll like really mostly dancing. Even when she's walking, she has like a little hope. So like that. She has
Okay.
heels. You probably hear the clink of the heels when she walks, and she goes around like make a spin around Renault and says, "I will help you with cleaning the floors. I'm good at it." That's what the taverns used to say.
Are you wearing heels?
Yeah.
Yes, she's
Oh,
not the
shit,
most
now-
practical wearer.
Well,
Oh shit! Now we have to plug the holes on the deck of the ship.
I don't think she's heavy enough to poke holes inside of the ship.
I'm talking
Do
about
not
the
tease.
holes are
Do not
already there.
tease the magnificent. Yeah. I see.
We'll use these brooms and salt water to scrub the floors on the
Okay.
whole ship.
That wasn't what I seen in the tower, so.
Now we
I'll
have to
get-
kill the algae and whatever grows on the ship so it doesn't rot.
Well,
The raspberry is
started
ours.
on
We
the
take good
food.
care of her. Yes, thank you, Horion, darling. Thank you. I guess, cred că noi am gândit să ne apucăm de treabă, nu efectiv.
Da.
Dar am stabilit că mergem la pirați. That's important.
Yeah.
One thing... da, scuze.
Eu vreau să zic scuze, bără, un minut.
Okay, Echo.
Okay. Ciara, I will take Carabus and like get him into the captain's quarters, and I'll be like, okay, take off your shirt.
Whatever, Paul.
I want to make sure that your wound is healing properly. I know Orion does a good job. I know. It's just that you were. I still remember. I mean, you were. Just take off your shirt. It's nothing like I haven't seen it before. Like, take off your shirt, please. Just want to make sure that you're all right.
And I take off my shirt. And there's a serious scar.
Pe lângă cea de la Omniel?
Pe lângă cea de la Omniel. That one's also there, yes.
Well,
I'm fine.
Is it-
I'm fine.
okay.
Better than
I-
ever, in fact.
Yeah?
Yeah, now that we have the sword of Regia. And
And even with the detour, guess it's good.
yeah, it's been decided, it's been agreed upon. As long as we make our way to the Seri right after,
Making away.
I think it should be fine.
Good. We should have bet on it, you know? It would have been. I mean, I would have won some money, even if you're the one who holding everything. But see, it wasn't our last night. We survived. Almost didn't, but we did. And then had to kill Orion's former fiance, and hoping he's okay. We got new friends. How long until we share with them exactly what we're? I mean, they said they're going to join us, right, to the Seirei. What do you think? Should we tell them about the legacies?
As she says that word, I check to see if anyone's listening.
It's like- And I also wanted to
Oh,
ask you,
Nietzsche,
what
do
do
I
you
roll a
think?
perception or something?
Scuze?
Mhm.
I'm checking to see if anyone's listening. As she
Da,
says, legacies.
Make a perception, yes.
Perception.
Good.
9.
Proceed.
No one's listening.
Stop saying that word. First of all.
What do you think about that? Just wanted to...
Second of all, you do not bet on an artifact of gods.
Oh my god.
Renault started it. I was just going along with it. I thought it would be funny to lighten the mood because we do have new companions and I assume their situation is as dire as ours, but you know, we did survive. That was a big bonus.
As amusing as it may have been, Silverac, it was also disrespectful.
I'm sorry. It was just the heat of the moment, the spur of the moment. I am still not fully okay with what happened. You were on the ground again. You almost died again. Renault almost died again. And Galatea was this close to putting us all out of our miseries if our new companions hadn't arrived. And then Alexander, like, clearly knows about us and where we're going. So I'm just a little bit on the edge. Again, I guess.
All right.
So just wanted to make sure. No more silly jokes, I understand. Believe me,
Yeah,
I do respect.
Because you're talking too much. Garrett's probably going to give you a hug and say, "This was always on the table. You know that, but we could lose our lives at any moment. We could get found out by the Empire today or tomorrow, and then it's all over. This was always on
But
the
they do-
table. This is the
but they-
package. This is what we do.
But they found out already. That's the problem. Alexander knows already. Roman.
And is that going
He
to
knows
stop
us.
you? Is that
No.
going to stop you? That's all that matters then.
It is.
And that is
it just
all
got
that
even
should
more
matter.
dangerous. Yes, but it got dangerous, more dangerous than before.
Yeah.
It was
See-
at least we were hidden.
Now you're thinking like I am.
Oh no. I'm kidding. Oh shit, this sucks. Like, he knows. He knows we're going. He knows
welcome
we're
to my
after.
world.
He knows what we're after. Then he knows where we're going.
It should have been obvious the moment we were invited to that fucking banquet.
That we survived. So, it goes to say that maybe we will survive everything that comes after. Just don't, and I put my hands like, just don't die. Just don't die.
I will do my utmost best.
Good.
As for our friends, our new friends,
Hmm.
and about when did we invite them into the fold? They're skilled, that much is certain. But as for now, at least until we get to the Stayray, I would think it prudent to keep them on a need-to-know basis only.
Good. That was what I was doing, just keeping it, a bit lighthearted here and there. Maybe we get to play like a card game or something with them while we're on the ship. We'll see.
Oh,
But
fuck
we
that! I'll take your goddamn cards and toss them into the ocean.
no. I mean, why? We had fun. We had fun last time. But before that, I was thinking maybe trying to, keep an eye on them, sure, and maybe see what happens at this Trafalgar place that Moren apparently made. And then
Speaking of which, are you keeping track of your moon cycles? When are you going to get bonkers again?
I'm actually didn't think that far ahead. I think we still have like a week. We have like a week or so until then, but we could still have fun before.
Oricum
that.
asta am făcut pe parcursul a câteva zile, roleplay-ul ăsta și tot ce s-a mai
Da.
întâmplat și așa. Deci au trecut
We
câteva
could have
zile.
fun even before then. Just you just need to undress. But
Okay.
What?
And with that, we fade to black, as
Yes.
you have fun. So we're going to skip a week. Și deja am sărit pe calendar.
Please tell me that everyone will scrub the floor.
Yes,
What-
this
what-
happens since we have the ship. Everybody's scrubbing the floor.
Mai mult eco. Trebuie să recunoaștem că mai mult
Eu
eco.
țin minte că foarte mult a zis că eu
So.
mă ocup de scrabuit, că numai eu și de aia.
Yeah, but we were doing that
to
to
share
piss
in
you
this
off.
joy.
Aș vrea să grăbesc un pic chestia asta, lăsați scrubbing the floor, you
Da.
scrub the floors, you...
Mergem, for sure.
Da.
So, după ce trec 3-4 zile sau ceva de genul ăsta, and as you leave the influence of the coastlands and the magic, the eightfold magic that's put into place on the Ganabalt Empire's dominions, you are in the middle of winter. So, it becomes colder.
Da.
Sunteți în ianuarie, basically, in the Hammer, the month of Hammer. Se face frig. So there's snow coming down from the heavens.
Oh fuck.
So
It's wet
Our
and
winter
it's cold.
comes again.
yes, it becomes cold, because it's in the middle of the winter. So
Mai aveam parcă mantiile acelea
aveți,
din
le aveți.
Frostlands.
Vă
mai
luați
aveam.
blănurile, hainele groase, armurile and so on. You scrub the floor, Orion împreună cu Raylan vă ocupați de mâncare, Raylan înveță to gut the fish and everything and prepare some nice meals with Orion. You scrub the floors, you tar the ship, whatever. You tend to
I
your
would like to
weapons and
sketch a
munitions.
bit in these few days while
You
we're
sketch,
traveling.
you talk, and everything.
We still learn the skills, by the way.
Da, evoluați.
adds to our
Da,
progress.
da. O săptămână asta iar, again, it adds to your progress, but not that much. But still, after 6 or 7 days or so, ați avut noroc cu vremea, there are no snowstorms or thunderstorms or anything like that. Just a little bit of mist here and there, patches of mist și mai ninge din când în când. And with the good weather ahead and with the help of Moren, și voi lucrând cot la cot to maintain the ship and everything, in about 7 days or so, a week, you arrive at Catalia. So before you stretches this makeshift island of ships. Hundreds of different sized vessels. Some still a remnant of their old masters, the Ganabalt Empire. Some are from the Sere lands, and some probably from Arun or somewhere else. They are all stitched together by ropes and ladders and wood to form a circular and multi-layered town. And in the middle, there's basically an island. And they are all hugging in a circular shape, this rock formation, this central island. You can see dozens and dozens of banners și steaguri. Bineînțeles, you can see the Jolly Roger and all of that. Let me just change the music, please. Că nu...
Yes, please.
Da, trebuie să punem un pic mai altfel de muzică.
A pocheto no coin.
Nu.
Da, mă gândeam acum la We Are
One
cumva
Piece.
de la One Piece, nu?
Nu. Hai să...
On the cruise we are. No.
Aveam, cred că, ceva muzică happy am?
Ce speluri să-mi pregătesc? Să-mi pregătesc Suggestion și Enroll sau Goodberry în Wildcard?
Uplifting and
Night Charm.
Why good
Da.
berry?
Night Charm.
Păi aia zic, am Suggestion și Enroll, n-am Charm.
Like,
Am
it's
troll care
like
mai
the
tare.
damage I took.
Ok.
Hmm?
Ce?
Did we like take? I mean, you've been awake. We did take a long rest. In
Da,
the
ați
town.
avut mai
Yes,
multe
yes,
long
yes, că
rest,
avem o
da.
săptămână.
Ok.
Vreau să zic, chiar bă, dacă ai nevoie de Goodberries în săptămâna asta, dacă faci poțiuni, eu îți dau. Pot de 2 ori pe zi să-ți dau
Absolut.
Goodberry.
Ok.
Câte? Ai 10?
Ei.
Poți să-mi faci 10?
20 și poți să dau 2 speluri pe rând.
Hai să put that on hold. Ține minte că trebuie să-ți dai rolurile pentru poțiuni.
De-aia vreau să zici, dacă avem timp o săptămână, să știi că îți dau Goodberries.
Ai good berries.
Ca să...
Câte? Yes. Că tu pe level cred că faci 10, deci le faci 50 odată sau 40
Nu,
odată?
nu-i pe level.
Nu-i pe level,
Nu, nu-i
ok.
pe level, nu.
Dacă
Ok,
avem
bun.
oricum nu pot să fac decât... Hai să văd. 4 maxim. Pentru 4 ani.
Da, îți dau.
40. Da.
Ok.
Îți dau.
Dar keep that on hold, o să dăm rol după aia să vedeți de ce.
Da.
So, în primul rând, you can see 4 pirate vessels. Immediately. 2 pe parte, 2 pe alta, you are immediately flanked. Înainte, deci acum vedeți insula în depărtare și sutele de standarde care sunt prinse de ropes, that dangle from the masts and everything. Ca și un fel de trophies. Fiecare vas pe care l-au ransacked și furat și așa, they take the Jolly Roger și o agați acolo și vedeți sute. Au sute de crow's nests în care sunt lookouts, basically. Sunt o grămadă de lookouts. Sunt pregătiți tot timpul să atace the Empire. So you are immediately flanked. Moren, bineînțeles, vă pregătește. Brace for whatever is to come, bineînțeles. They are beginning to shout to you. Moren, o să zic, fluire, basically, super tare și o să zică Bird incoming! Bird incoming! Și o să vă zică și voi, o să țipați acolo. And
Bird sau birdie?
Bird incoming.
Bird incoming.
Bird incoming. And immediately you are being efectiv they make a U-turn și două vase de o parte și de alta and they basically pull closer and closer and closer. And you can see like
I will
these
tip my hat. I will tip my hat to the pirates on the boats.
you can see
Like-
about 40 or 50 pirates or so scattered through the two ships. Rough looking individuals. Unii n-au dinți, râd, zâmbesc, de-abia așteaptă, erau pregătiți pentru o bătălie, dar în momentul în care aud bird incoming, încep să râdă. Mulți dintre ei încep să scoată săbile, lanțurile
Moren?
ruginite. It's fine, it's just a welcome, this is my home. Și vedeți o tipă îmbrăcată în un fel de Scarlet Witch. Imaginați-vă leather, red and black leather robes. Immediately flares up, flames in her hand, beautiful wavy red hair. Și instant,
Blue flames in my hands as well, like Moren.
no, just put the flames away. It's just welcoming. Și bineînțeles încep să sară the pirates din toate părțile pe voi.
I'm going to
She-
kill you,
Keep
Tesha,
fishing.
'cause-
Ce?
I'm gonna keep fishing. I don't give a shit.
I will pull out my
Good.
sword.
Ok, pull out your soul și toți arg, bineînțeles. Fresh meat, boys, on the hook! Și încep să-și învârtă lanțurile și... La un moment dat, from the right ship... Wait, just... This is a welcoming party. Din dreapta,
Kill you.
from the right ship, you can see this... He's a Hure. About 50 something years old, ceva de genul ăsta. Păr un pic mai lung, dat un pic pe spate, very așa, salt and pepper, bright blue eyes, pale skinned. He has this magnificent navy officer coat, dar e veche, e trecută prin multe, it's tattered here and there, with patchwork here and there. Are inclusiv his pauldrons și cei care, să zicem că ați mai studiat sau ați mai știți și așa. Rancul lui, dacă ar fi the Ganabalt Empire, would be of a vice admiral or something like that. So, pretty high-ranked individual. Dar, bineînțeles, probabil furată. He doesn't have a hand. So, he's like Shanks, basically, din One Piece.
Of course.
În dreapta lui e tipa asta cu flăcările, cu magia în mână. And really rowdy looking individuals, cutthroats and pirates and everything. And the dude goes, "It seems that the bird has finally returned home." Și se întâlnesc el și cu Moren. V-aș descrie un pic de hockey moment în care the two meet. You can sense their energy,
Of
their
course.
intent,
Electricity in the air.
the electricity in the air. Și they have a moment where this dude pulls out his cutlass and Moren pulls out his katana and they just clash for 2 or 3 strikes. And they laugh.
Nope.
And they laugh.
I step back. I step back. Like, nope.
Și Moren râde, ăsta râde, toți râd, mulți dintre ei vin și efectiv se uită la voi și foarte curios, dar nu vă atacă sau ceva, they just take the crew in. Și unii din spate țipă, you see like, even female pirates, they shout from behind, "Welcome to Catalayan, nu Catalan, scuze, that's another place." Și bineînțeles, this captain or vice admiral of the Ganabalt Empire and Moren, they just hug. Bineînțeles, they do the really epic shake and
The manly handshake.
the manly handshake, yes, and then they just do the manly hug. And Moren se întoarce către voi and he says, "Well, friends, this un pic, scuze, is the Earl Egremont Shelley. He is one of the Trafalgar and he is my friend. These are my friends, and you should show them respect.
Egamon sau Agamon?
Egremont.
Agramon.
Egremont, so Egremont, the Earl Shelley.
Grey.
Ce?
Exact.
Earl Grey.
N-am zis de
Grey
Grey.
și nimic.
More n-a zis nimica
Am-
de Grey.
Bă, nu zic greu.
Dar cum o zis? Mai zi o dată, vreau să notez.
O zis
Agramont cum?
Egremont Shelley sau Egremont Earl Shelley. Da.
Dar mi-a zis nouă înainte, nu acum, nu?
Da, vă zis
Da.
înainte. Da.
Dar numai acum nu menționat că e
Shelly,
un Grey.
darling, nice to meet you.
It is good to meet you. Adică, scuze. Ăsta e English accent, sorry. It is good to meet you. I am Egremont Shelley. This is my crew.
Mhm.
Welcome to Catalea.
Well met.
Before,
We are the Trailblazers.
it is good to meet you, Trailblazers. Before we enter the town, Morin here vouches for you. So anything, if you fuck anything up, it's his fault. Welcome
Yes,
to Catalan.
exactly. Good to know. Yes.
Se întoarce,
corect.
se întoarce către Morin și zice, it seems that we have new visitors each day now in Catalan. We've gotten our hands on
It's
two travelers. They say they are from the Seyre, but the envoys are not currently here, so we do not know if they are spies or not. Maybe you
Am
can
auzit asta și
enlighten
noi?
us.
Eu spus-
Da, da, da,
E
vorbește
sus
cu Morin.
vorbește, da?
Da, da, da.
Mă las zi.
Seiren... Say...
So come,
Citizens? Seiren
follow
citizens?
us.
You mean?
Keep close.
Shelley, apologies. Seiren citizens, you mean?
We do not
have-
know the details.
Mhm.
Sendri,
Coincidentally,
Sendri
we are
vine.
in search of some of our Seiren friends.
But-
Might
oh,
we
please.
see?
Silver. Let us.
And just they might be the envoys that went ahead.
For
of
now,
us.
follow us into port and we'll talk later.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. She just got so excited. They might be our friends.
Stai, cum i-am zis Sindri? What is her nickname? Cum i-am zis?
Ioi.
Care a fost? Shit, am uitat
Earl
cum e.
Grey. Zice.
Nu,
Nu,
alu
nu,
alu
la-
Sendri
Cum
nu.
o zis? Cum o zis
Henry,
ea?
nu?
Da, cum o zis?
Nu mai știu. Am uitat. Nu mai știu unde mi-am notat.
Lui Henry, no.
În fine,
Da.
ziceți Sera acum, nu știu.
Ok, Sarah.
Sera.
Sarah.
Sarah, we might-
Casti, corect.
Casti,
Bravo,
yes,
inspiration,
yes.
încă un inspiration. Nu unul poți să ai. It's fine.
N-am inspiration, deci îmi convine. I will take that. Eu nu mai aveam.
Ok, nu un pic.
Casti.
Ok. So, se dau jos, unii dintre priați rămân și numai pur și simplu se pun acolo și vin, se uită la voi și oh, welcome to Catalean, you friends, foe, we need to drink later. Unii dintre ei vin să se dea la fete, bineînțeles că, ce să și facă și our little girl, how old are you? Are you old enough to drink?
Leave her alone.
Don't worry, little
No,
girl, I
please.
have time for you too. I can take both on at the same time. No need to worry.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Such boisterous words from someone of your... Și mă uit așa în jos și sus la el. Stature.
Yeah, he's a la
Bold
fan.
of you. No!
Of
Oh
course.
my god, that was so mean of me, but at the same time that works so well.
Kiel, niște dinți lipsă.
Dar
are
sunt și
așa-
înainte, man, trebuie să sunt și înainte.
Mi-a plăcut, am așteptat. Așa barbă stufoasă și pute de neadevărat, toți puta pește, stop, fish guts and sea and basically
As
transpirație.
you can see, mă pun lângă railing și zic, as you can see, we do have higher standards.
Sure.
Oh my god, nu la fel, man, nu.
No.
No, right, exactly.
Okay, so you do enter Catalean and it's weird looking, but it's beautiful at the same time. The multi-layered structures, cum efectiv au adus niște vapoare și le-au întors invers și they made their homes inside of them and stuff like that. On the cliffs and it looks cool. E destul de colorat și din cauza la standardele alea.
Is it reminiscent of Limsa Lominsa, for example?
Piatra este albă, da, e inspirat din Limsa Lominsa, că e the central part of Limsa Lominsa, unde sunt the rocks și the outcropping și...
Imaginez un pic mai multe,
dar-
mai multe vapoare, mai mult lemn, mai mult...
Foarte mult lemn, deci piatra aia albă și foarte mult lemnul ăla, culoarea aia de maro închis. Și foarte multe culori de la standarde. De la The Jolly Roger și steagurile care le-au pus peste tot. Care sunt toate culorile posibile, inclusiv roz, roșu, galben, portocaliu, verde, everything. The air is
Atunci,
fresh, yes?
poate ca Yulmor, poate un pic ca Yulmor, mai mult doar că pe apă.
Da,
Sau
da, da, da.
Dar nu la partea de fancy, cum era mai
Da,
jos.
da. Și imaginați-vă că au dus niște vase sus, le-au răsturnat și și-au făcut gemulețe în ele și uși și intră înăuntru și scase, basically, și chestii din asta. And they do have huts. Și vedeți și copii. Sunt o grămadă de copii care... Wow, visitors! Și full de copii, sunt familii întregi aici.
I will say to Orion, that's like a bit walking next to him, like, reminds me a bit of the caravans at the circus, but on a much grander scale.
He is
obviously.
basically
It's fighting-
traveling caravans, is traveling pirates. Că dacă cumva se întâmplă
Păi-
ceva...
Quite an accomplished establishment they've made here.
So many people from so different places, and well, if they don't constantly kill each other, then they have
Yes,
accomplished something
work.
great here.
It works, yeah.
Sunt toate rasele posibile aici. Și toate culorile posibile.
Vedem, și Beastfolk mă gândesc, vedem micote, vedem
Plin de
Hrothgar,
micote,
Aura,
Hrothgar,
chestii.
Rogadin, Lalafell, plin de Lalafell, Humans, Elezen, tot ce vreți. De la copii la mari. Sunt câțiva bătrâni care stau undeva efectiv pe plajă sau undeva la un fel de ponton și pur și simplu stau să joacă table și se uită la voi și vă fac cu mâna. So they are pretty friendly. Și beau și se distrează. They don't give a fuck. They just enjoy life and the moment.
And rob and murder people.
Yeah, they do rob and murder people from the Empire, yes. Yes.
I mean, God forbid someone has a hobby.
I mean, try to see this as a blessing. You're in a free city. When's the last time you've been in a free city?
Chiar Vieras, vedem Vieras.
Da,
Been-
da, Vieras. Yes. Vieras are free people.
Of course.
So yeah, you do see Viera as well, even Viera children.
Eu sunt ca și cum, și nu vreau să se supere pe mine, dacă au unul care ajunge în București prima oară, frate, cu mâinile pe portofel, cu mâna pe bag of holding, mă uit în toate părți.
Same Mircea. Same.
Da, normal, cu siguranță o să încerce să vă fure cineva.
Appropriate.
Mai ales
I
copiii.
have nothing, so
Okay.
yeah, I have nothing on me. It's in my spell book, so I'm just going to be like, wow, this is amazing.
So you finally
Like
arrive
oblivious to
at
everything.
Catalean and bineînțeles you go into port, you let the anchor down and you take in the fresh breath that is the freedom of Catalean and you go down și deja e o mulțime de persoane care s-au adunat și copiii și se uită și sunt curioși să vadă cine sunt. În momentul în
wave
care
to them.
lumea îl vede pe Moren, în special copiii, they go nuts. Efectiv,
The rockstar.
îs femei, deci imaginați-vă următoarea scenă. Vreo 2 sau 3 femei care vin și dau câte o palmă.
Jack Sparrow,
That
Captain Jack
movie.
Sparrow. style.
Altele care se duc și se mozolesc cu el, una care și se mozolește cu el de nume and he's like, I guess I've
I've
missed you
also seen that movie.
too, but he doesn't remember her name. O să vină una cu un copil la el și o să țipe la el de nume and he's like, it's not mine, look at him, he's not even Ellison, what the fuck is wrong with you? So that's a scene. Și bineînțeles, vin câțiva care vin și dau pumni and he just takes it. And I'm sorry, don't take it personal. Și o să înceapă să scoată
Yes.
bani pe care probabil o furat de la ce i-ați dat voi ca să repare ship-ul. And he begins to...
O să zic lui Carabas, this is amazing.
Și plătește vreo 20 de
all of this.
persoane de bani.
Oh my god.
Și he's
It's
like,
much worse than we thought.
e obosit, But he is now a free person in Catalan. he finally paid off his debt thanks to you. Să zic că thank you for that.
Cât gold i-am dat noi? Vreo 10.000, 5.000? Cât i-am dat?
O parte din aia s-a dus în datoria lui.
The fix the fucking shit.
It got us here.
So, yeah. Captain Egremont vine la voi. Welcome to Catalian.
Thank you.
Come.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Earl.
Nice to meet you.
How do we... What should we call you? În timp ce mergem, vreau să mă apropii un pic cumva de el așa și să merg...
Captain,
What should we call you? Earl?
You can call me
Shelly?
Captain. Just
Gray?
Captain
I just want... Eu o să zic asta.
Moren vine. I'm
Dar
so
numai
sorry.
lângă el.
We have a lot of things to drink. For many things to talk about. We'll catch later. So about these prisoners of yours, might we get a detour and see them? They might be our allies.
Agreed.
Yes, we were
Let's begin with
hoping
that.
to
All right.
meet with some of our Syrian friends.
I'll take
Maybe
you
this is the
personally
place.
there. Come with me.
O să mă întorc la ceilalți. I think he likes me.
Yes.
Literally.
Okay, just.
Mi-am dat din cap.
So, vă duce în sus. Basically, intrați pe plajă și pe pontoane. There's this beautiful white sand. Palm trees everywhere. Sunteți la tropice, da? Tot e frig. Dar,
Hai,
na,
mai cum e vremea, încă e frig.
Iarna.
da, adică nu e la fel de frig ca și cum, na, sunteți voi obișnuiți în mod normal. There's a chill, dar totuși sunteți la tropice. I mean, nu știu cât de frig poate să fie acolo iarna.
Ei, nu prea e frig la tropice de aia.
Atunci nu-i frig.
20 de 25 de
Na,
grade.
aia e frig. Ok, so he basically vă duce, sunt niște scări și niște ceva cărări care duc up. Bineînțeles, o parte din pirații lui vin și sunt în spatele vostru la 15-20 de feet. După aia aștept să ne distrăm în noaptea asta. Bineînțeles, vin niște copii și încearcă să se dea în voi și să vă fure, dar ați zis că sunteți pe fază, așa că you get them și ceartă, bineînțeles, Egremont, Captain Egremont. Și bine, se duc și la Moren ia încârcă pe vă doi și mergeți.
Eu o să vreau cu prestidigitation, dacă vin copiii după ce îi ceartă și vreau să fac niște artificii, niște luminițe, ceva o să fac
Ok.
acolo, să-i le distrag atenția așa.
Ok. So,
Entertain the children.
you go undeva mai departe, în dreapta și în spate, cumva, dincolo de clădirile astea de common areas. Și e o zonă unde se antrenează niște unii, îl salută, îl văd pe Moren, they show the respect. Și
Did any Reaper? Maybe.
la prima vedere nu.
Okay.
Mergeți
would
și
keep an
dincolo
eye
de
on it.
these barracks or whatever they are, and there are this place where they keep prisoners. Și vedeți niște cuști efectiv în aer liber, metalice. Și o să vedeți două persoane.
I'm sure there's no need for this kind of treatment. I'm
I saw you texting him.
What is this?
Wow.
What is this?
Wow. I know who this is. I see the wet cat.
Oh,
Welcome back!
boss man!
Ah! În sfârșit.
Nice.
Ok, so...
Nice.
Agent, o să te rog să te descrii cum arăți tu în cușca ta.
Singur?
Ești singur în cușcă, iară prins
În cușcă,
acolo,
da.
da. E și cealaltă persoană cu tine acolo.
You
Okay.
bastard. Like, wow.
You've been tricked.
Yes.
Deci, sunt
Well
un
done.
aura. Pentru cine nu știe ce e un aura,
Come on. Ești
deci,
al doilea.
cine mai? Nu știu, stai că eu nu știu. Ok, deci sunt un aura blond, stripped, deci sunt normal clothes acum, nu mai arăt cine știe ce. Am un singur corn
Poftim!
What?
No!
Very wounded, sau nu chiar neapărat wounded, dar recovering from... așa,
Da, bandajat, probabil.
bandajat și legat, mă gândesc. Și eu îi văd, m-ați văzut?
Acum, tu nu i-ai observat, ești cu capul jos acolo distrus. Și
ok.
în dreapta lui o să vedeți pe Emiya, de Yuki Onna, și ea rănită și așa. Senrino imediat, ea numai "These are our allies" și imediat se
My dear
șnește
Captain
și...
Shelley, I'm sure there's no need for this kind of treatment.
Right. Se uită la Moren, Moren
like,
zice "You can release them, they are our friends." Right, glad that's taken care of. One responsibility less for my shoulders. Și se duce și deschide...
Lady, are you alright? Mă duc la Lady Emiya. And who is this? We do not know this one. You can keep him. I'm so sorry. My Lord Agin!
Get over here!
My Lord
Oh.
Agin! You
I'm
Thank
sure
the
you have a
gods.
story to tell.
are looking...
Echo! Can you stop calling him Lord?
That is the least of our problems right now. What happened to you, my darling Agin? What's with the... Did you do something different to your hair? And just I want to help Lady Emiya get up as I'm speaking.
It's a long story. We
Emiya
have a
și
lot
ai
to catch up
distrus
on.
and she's like I'm sorry. I'm so glad to see you. Și o ia pe Senrino în brațe și începe să plângă.
There's no need to apologize. Oh what did he do? What did you do to them? Why treat them like this?
No, we found them like this. This is not our doing.
I see. O să întind
Okay.
my hip flask of alcohol. Agent. Have a sip. It'll make the
This
ride
is
as well.
the legendary cook that I talked about, by the way, to Ambrosius.
Nice to see you still alive.
I think
Likewise.
Bit worse for wear, Agent.
Deci, scurt, suntem unde?
Sunteți în Catalean, the pirate town. Basically, după ce voi ați fugit și ați scăpat
Da.
on the Indigo Deep, v-au găsit ăștia, un grup de pirați. Emiya au zis că Seirei, că toate alea, dar având în vedere toată nebunia cu The Empire în ultima perioadă, nu v-au crezut. V-au adus înapoi și v-au băgat aici, până când, să fiți judecați,
Și am
basically.
apărut noi.
Și ați apărut voi,
Ok.
da, a apărut rest. Ești aici de 2 zile, ceva de genul ăsta, 3 zile.
Deci ați apărut fără scandal și fighting și stuff.
Da.
No, we are
You're cool.
welcome here as friends.
Well, dacă nu mă recunoaște cineva, then you're cool.
No one will think to look
We'll
at
talk
you twice.
later, zice Egremont. Just
Okay.
Moren,
Um,
keep them safe.
ok, sir. Mircea?
Yes.
O să-l prind, like, gonna give the clasp arm to Agin. O să-l ajut să se ridice, and I'm going to whisper in his ear. Shelley's a grey.
Ce?
Da.
Ce? N-am auzit ce mi-ai zis.
Shelly is a grey.
Shelley is a grey. The Earl is a grey.
Ăsta care o pleacă acum, care o plecat.
Ok.
Creion
o să
are
zic...
să moară.
N-am altul.
What's up?
Las hârtia așa să nu se vadă, să nu vă distragă.
Nu că e fana.
Ok, o să zic lui Carabus că I need to talk to you.
Too
I need to
cool.
talk to you too. We all do.
I'm sure you have quite a story to tell.
Moren zice, we can
This
go
is-
home. I hope I still have a home. We can go back to my place.
Yes, please show us your place. Agent,
should-
welcome back. Good to see you again.
Before we
Let us
get into catching up and stuff like that, we need to we need to-
Before that, my darling Agent, let me do the honors of introducing you to two of our newest friends and acquisitions to the group. This is my beautiful and darling Fluffy Rose, and the most enchanting and charming Raylin.
Dacă vreți să vă descrieți cum arătați și
Da.
chestii. Raylan?
ar fi bine.
I'm an aura as well. I have blonde hair and blue eyes, but the scales are like black and the horns are like blue, the tips, and so is the tail.
Ok. Aura... Aș ști? Nu, ce fel de aura? Gen...
Black
sau nu?
Tail.
Da, nu, Black
Păi
Steel,
nu,
da.
da. Nu, gen...
Dintre cele două.
Da, never mind. Nu, vreau să știm clasa, mă interesa, da, lasă că... Da.
I mean, she is dressed very, very fancy.
Are 2 chakramuri la ea și e îmbrăcată mai light.
Ok. Pleasure to meet you.
Thanks a little both.
You don't need medical.
Yes. De-aia am vrut să prezint întâi pe cei doi, că sunt
Și
cu noi și...
Ambrosius, dacă vrei să te prezinți și tu.
And the other new party member is a pretty tall and well-built Hrothgar. He looks lion-esque, he has a lion's mane. His fur is very golden and warmly colored. But he looks a bit kind of worse for wear. The life at sea has not been very well for him. He's scruffy, looks tired. And
Okay.
he carries a very large, like, weapon on his back.
Are you fat?
No, he's muscular. He's
Ok.
He's fluffy.
And buff.
E făcut.
Ok.
yeah.
Yeah, nu, so... big sword on your back sau ceva, da? Big weapon, ok.
It's a lance.
Advanced.
Lance, ok.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you.
And now, before we head home or whatever, you were wanting to go.
Moren's home.
We should hurry to the Seirei and don't stop on the way. Less stops, please, because time is of the essence.
Well, you
Oh,
can
so
tell
you
us
do
more.
have news for us.
Yes.
We are quite
We-
curious to see what you've been through. Let Moren, darling, please lead the way to your
Right.
most enchanting abode. Let us see where you live and how you live. I'm sure you won't disappoint us.
I mean, I haven't been home for a while, so...
Fern? No Fern? No Fern?
No, she left.
No Fern.
Sandri o să întrebe, Taro? Kaba? Where are they? Și Emia...
You mean?
What are these names?
Moren...
You got lost on the way? Da, în timp ce mergem, we're following Moren, but yeah. You got separated on the way?
Well,
Really?
we'll tell you.
Alright.
So, you go to Moren's
Alright.
place. Basically, a boat invers se duce, își caută prin chei, descuie și basically this really dusty old place. Small, but cozy. Nu e un vas foarte mare, căsuța lui. Dar e plin de hărți, hârtii, cărți, jurnale, treasure chests. He's like, I'm sorry, there's a lot of... Just come in.
Do you have like a table or a
Yes.
place where you could like
Give me a
sit
moment.
and discuss and
Now we have a table.
oh. Yes, okay.
Some cockroaches,
Good,
ceva
good.
șobolan, chestii care scuicuie și fug și se sperie și... Ceva, nu știu, ceva lilieci la un moment dat fug din casă. Și...
I think we've disturbed your roommates.
Right. It's been a while. Până se pune Moren și începe să strângă pe acolo, își ciulește urechile și vă lasă să aveți un pic de privacy.
Can I go ahead?
Maybe some
Moren?
tea, Moren.
Yeah, sure,
Maybe
you
some
can have
tea.
Moren. I don't have teas. I don't do teas. Maybe I can find some stale ale.
Fresh water that we can boil
No,
and make tea
no.
with what we have. No.
No, I don't have
I have
anything.
good bear. No.
No, I have that stool over there.
You have rum, Captain.
I'm going... Am uitat de partițio complet.
Ah,
Moren.
partițio.
Moren. O să zic lui Moren,
We forgot
We
about
will need to-
Patizio. Sorry.
He must still be sleeping on the ship.
Zi,
O să zic lui Moren că Moren, we will need to leave first thing in the morning.
Please
Why
do
the hurry, my
elaborate.
lord? Yes, please explain.
What
I-
We
happened?
are agreeing
Tell
with you,
us.
of course, but please do enlighten us a bit more.
Because we also have news. Perhaps it's contradicted.
I doubt it. But
What happened?
Outward evasion.
so, first of all, Kaba and Taro, they sacrificed for us so that me and Lady Emiya could escape. Taro, we are not sure, but Kaba died.
Taro,
So Kaba died. Taro
Dead.
was probably captured. I mean, last we saw him, he was still holding his ground.
Captured by who? Agent.
captured by who?
So, long story short, I had a sit down, so to say, with His Holiness.
Alexander.
The Emperor.
Isaac.
Excusez-moi.
Yes.
Where?
What the fuck are you talking about?
You know about the No Man's Land, right?
Do we know
Yes.
about the No Man's Land?
Of course.
Yes,
You've been
we
there.
know.
The battleground where all
Oh, right.
the-
hmm That No Man's Land, of course. Yeah.
I wasn't.
So Mitaro, Kaba, Mitaro and Kaba were heading towards the wall through the No Man's Land when we got ambushed by an Empire army. And I mean, army is putting it lightly. It was, I mean, it's not putting it lightly. What am I saying?
That bad.
Like a literal army. So
Shit.
they have all their forces in the No Man's Land. The Emperor was there. I got caught and I was brought in front of him. This Sharadlak Katrekorn was done by the hand of Anhur Noir, if you know him.
No.
Never heard of
No,
that.
it's a
There's so many noirs.
new variety of the
Uh,
sons of bitches.
He's the head of the Noir family.
The former head, yes.
Former?
Former. Acum e Kahir, his firstborn son, care e liderul, Anhur, și că s-a retras.
Ah, okay.
So you've been
First of
entertaining
all,
quite some powerful people. Eugene.
how much do they know about our mission, Sharadlak?
Just a bare
Pretty much
minimum. Just a bare
Pretty
minimum.
much all of it.
Except for, the things.
The lady did things.
Yes.
Those things. I'm not sure if they are that
Well, they know
important
about
anymore.
those too, because Omniel knows about them.
Yes. În fine,
Please continue, my lord. How did you meet with the Emperor and what happened to Taro? And yes, continue. You were doing such a
So-
marvelous job of telling the story.
the Emperor was. I mean, he didn't say a word. He was just watching. But
Perfect.
thanks to Mr. Anhur Noir, he was kind enough to detail their plans. And it's not looking good, bruv.
What do you mean they can't pass the wall?
Well, that's their plan involves taking down the wall, and apparently they have the means of doing it. They are in the process of summoning something, someone.
You want to summon. You want to do a summon.
Someone like what? Someone like you summon, or summon something else?
I mean, you are all familiar
Leviathan.
with Bahamut, right?
Not
Do you want to
that
summon a
much,
primordial?
no.
So it's a primordial summon then, or a primal summon.
Bahamut was the Bahamut, am zis bine, nu?
The first ever mortal created by
Sun.
Orsa. And he is the father of all the Kamis and the dragons.
So that was their machine that they mentioned in Basti Chan's notes. They just want to do a primal summoning to take down the wall, and then attack.
Well,
the
if they do in fact manage to summon Bahamut, they will for sure be able to dispel the wall, like with a snap of a finger. I'm guessing.
But can they bind him? Are they strong enough to bind him?
Well, they
Can they
informed.
do it?
They said that I was the key.
Oh, because of your, the things
Yes,
of your. Yes.
and I'm not sure if they took some of my blood. I'm not sure if that helped or not. Because I'm pretty sure they needed me there, and we fortunately managed to escape. Thanks to Taro and Kaba and all the rest of the prisoners there. Yeah. So they are preparing for war,
How
and
how did you manage to escape? What
yeah,
happened to Kaba?
that's a funny story. Do you guys know? I'm not sure if you know. Do you know Sekir Noir? Ever heard of him?
We know
Fuck that guy.
fucking Sekir Noir. What of it?
We just had
Well-
dinner at their mansion like a week ago. So
I kind of liked the guy.
Well, he's the reason.
Sekir
He's
n-a
the
fost
reason
acolo.
we escaped.
Sekir n-a fost acolo.
Okay.
He's the reason we escaped.
Sekir nu a fost acolo.
Nu? Kahir a fost.
Kahir a fost. Ah, yes, sorry.
Tahir era the dude de care au plăcut lui.
Kahir adică the head of Noir family?
Da, the firstborn son of Anhur.
Yes, so...
See, my darling Agin, you are not the only one who's met with like imperial royalty,
not a-
so to say.
Biggest
But
cock
no-
competition.
Dar nu, dar I'm kidding. We also
know.
have news, but
Continue, Eugene. What about Sekir
you-
Noir?
So
yes.
he was the one that freed me, and I managed to free Taro, Lady
Why?
Emilia, Kaba.
Do you know
Why
why?
did he free you?
I'm not 100% sure. I mean, he just said that he thought I don't know exactly why, but he did seem genuine, and he even let me talk to one of his summons, which was an old friend of mine. I'm not sure what his intentions are, but
Well, this.
And what about Cabo and Taro? What happened?
well, as soon as we got freed, we managed to free a bunch of the prisoners, and they started a riot, so to say. They started fighting the Imperial soldiers, and they told me, because I was the key, apparently, to their ritual, they told me to run, and I summoned my my Raven friend,
Mhm.
and I took Lady Emia with, even though she wanted to stay behind and fight. And as soon as we took flight, we saw Kaba get overwhelmed, and he died. And Taro, he was still
There
Up.
was someone else there as well. An aura. Who
Oh shit!
helped
I
us.
forgot.
I'm sorry. Vice.
Vice was
his
there
name?
too. Yeah.
Vice was
Vice?
one of ours.
Vice was there.
He was disguised as a Imperial soldier, and he Sekir sent him and he freed.
Sekir knows Vice? You mean they're working
not-
together?
I'm not sure. We didn't get a chance to.
And did Vice escape? Do you think he got through to go and report all
I'm
of
not sure.
this?
I'm not sure. It was all very fucked up.
Yes, I can imagine.
I'm sure
Well-
you had to go through all of that. But
I mean, our dinner party seems like an amazing experience compared to that, but
And that's why we
Wow.
need to hurry to the Seres
Well,
because.
calm down. We also have some news. Because
Okay.
Morning. Right.
There's-
I promised you the mercantile thing.
I will look at
You go
Kerberos
get it.
just to see how he reacts hearing about Kaba and Taro.
Yep.
Especially about Taro.
we might have started well, not us, but some acquaintances.
We're witnessing. Yeah, we will witness to something.
A
quite
small
interesting.
civil war inside of the Empire, which might keep the army busy for a while. So this
Yes.
rush, perhaps
Well-
not that warranted.
When was this?
Couple of
About a week.
About a week or so,
Yeah.
week and a half ago.
Cam același timp.
Give or
Ok.
take.
Ok.
Deci probabil repercusiunile din ce s-a întâmplat la ei în Grandport cu Aiden și așa o să...
no, da,
The
not
first
that
princess of the Empire basically declared herself against her older brother as a contender to the throne,
Smaller
as
brother.
well as
Smaller brother.
Smaller
younger
brother.
brother.
Da,
Yeah.
he's
Da,
a
da.
child. He's still a child.
I
Are
see.
12 ani, frate, so.
Correct. And she's basically split the empire in half at this point. So Omniel was
And,
there, which is quite fun, as well as Aiden. You remember Aiden? He declared himself wanting to become the new archbishop as well. Oh, Alexander was also there. He was really mad, but also he was such an asshole. But we didn't kill him. We could.
So the Empire split, the church is split. Perhaps we have some time to.
Agreed.
And the noble houses are also split. Because
The way I
yes,
see it, what happened during our banquet might have the repercussions of the Emperor wanting to go back and spank his children back into behaving.
maybe there was a delay going to happen. So
You
might
met the
have a
Emperor,
bit of
right,
time.
Ijin?
Yep.
And there's a chance that he might not be all too happy about hearing what has transpired in the capital.
Yeah, could be also
In
the fact that
Goldshore, in Goldshore, sorry.
I escaped
Okay.
probably also made their plan slow down a bit. I'm not sure.
Yes. We do need to get to this area fast, though. That is true. But coincidence or fate has brought us here, so we got to meet again, my darling lord, and so now we could travel again together. Of course, if you want to. You are the one who left us, after all, so maybe we shall not force our company upon you.
I'll be back, Ijin.
Mă uit așa, she's like, aștept să văd ce zice. She's like,
Da, ce ai zis? Sorry!
I'll be like, destiny, fate brought us here, and it seems like we are to travel together once more. Of course, only if you wish, because you are the one who abandoned us, who left us for a greater purpose. So we do not wish to burden you with our company unless you wish to, of course. So we are going to travel together henceforth.
Nice.
I will.
Și aștept, she's like,
I would like that. Yes.
all right, apologies accepted.
I think we did detour to the pirate town, didn't we? Huh.
Yes.
Ijin, it wasn't nice for you to leave like that. She's right. But we're under the bridge as long as you're okay.
Yes. I'm sorry you had to go through that.
Emilia zice,
And
yeah, at least we got precious information out of all of this. And if it is true what you are saying, then we might be lucky. Maybe the gods are still on our side. And there's going to be a delay. This is
Yes.
precious time that we need to use.
We
Well,
have
well-
information. We received information as well as, uite așa cumva la Kerebus, as well as some precious item that might help us once we do get
Yep.
to the Seirei to meet with the Kamis. And we've met our darling agent here again. We have new friends. We are all alive, barely, but still. Alexander knows where we are going and what we're doing, so that's bad, but at least we're together again.
Auziți cum cade ceva sus. No worry, I'm fine, I found it!
Yes,
Yep,
yes,
I was
agent.
also building a
We actually...
fleet.
Da, asta vreau să zic. Agent, the reason we actually stopped here is because Moren promised us like his famous book, you know, the one Fern was also after. So we
Turns out the man's Birdie. And the Birdie's
he's-
actually a title.
Birdie?
He's the legendary cap. He's a legendary Captain Birdie.
The
That
legendary Captain Birdie. One in a long line of birdies who keep adding to their manuscript.
Păsărici peste tot.
the manuscript that Fern was after, if you remember, as well
And
as
the
Noel,
captain
and as
that
well as
Fern was after.
atunci am pică Fisa, as well as Titi.
Patrizio.
We forgot about Titi.
About that.
I mean,
What if-
he can get a copy, right? We are going to keep the original, right? He's going
I'm
to get a copy.
thinking the captain's meaning to retire. What say just hands the title over to Titsy?
I will
I'm
never
sure
do such a
Titsy-
thing. Și vine și trântește cartea.
Well,
Oh, that's quite
it's
a
a
monstrosity.
Yeah,
That's quite a
it's
monstrosity.
a
you have.
tome. Heavy looking.
E Dexul. Eu mi imaginez ca Dexul.
Dexul,
E ca
sure.
de
Eu cred că e un
Black-
scroll imens.
Nu, nu e un scroll. It's a journal. It's black leather bound with a little bit of gold on the edges. It looks old and trecut prin multe și foile nu sunt... it's din vinil, vinyl pages, dar nu sunt frumos puse. It's like yes, în toate părțile, they look like...
Can I touch it? And I want to open. Your bookbinding skills need work, Moren, darling.
I mean-
However, this is quite an impressive specimen.
Alright, so... Listen, let's be honest here, right?
Oh, yeah, yes.
The
Yes.
thing is,
that's,
I've been meaning to pass on the title of Birdie. I'm tired of all of this. I'm doing this for over 100 years. But I'm not going to abandon you if a war breaks out. It seems that the fates still have something in store for me, but I will bring you to the Seirei if that's what you wish.
Yes, please.
I do not know the exact specifics of your missions, and I will not ask. But this contains information from dozens of former captains, of pirates, of visioneers, of pioneers, of visionaries, of scholars, some more smarter than I. And when we arrive in the Seirei, I want one of you to take on the title of Birdie.
Oh, Moren, darling. I mean, weird
But that's
way to
for another
propose, but
time.
Okay, I will take it.
That's for... Ți-a cartea. That's for another time. Hold your horse, your chocobos, Echo. Hold your chocobos. In the war
I need
that is to
learn how
come,
to take a joke.
and the fight against the Empire, you will need all the aid you can get your hands on.
And that.
There are two reasons why I've brought you here. One is this. The second, I need you to convince the Trafalgar to go to war. And there are others here as well. Tribes. Some of them I've met. Some of them guard something.
Tribes.
Yes. Beast tribes. We do have dealings with some of them. Aoleu, v-ați blocat. Nu! De ce v-ați blocat acum? Aoleu,
Nu știu, cred că moare Discordul.
m-a auzit? Hello? Nu.
Discord-ul.
Voice nonsense.
M-auzit?
Rușii.
Da,
Da.
prost,
Stai că-
dar te aud.
Stai că
Same.
tot iasă și intră și iasă.
Ar trebui schimbăm canalul.
Dacă noi mai bine
Ar trebui.
Yeah.
Da, trecem pe
Asta
lobby.
s-a revenit.
Trecem pe lobby.
Ok.
Dacă și nimeri. Doamne. Are you sure I want to switch to lobby? Careful.
Cine să...
M-auzit?
Nu ar
Ești
trebui
pe un
să
alt?
încurce, că nu face stream, înregistrează pur și simplu ecran, nu face stream sau ceva, știi?
Ah,
Da.
Lobby. M-auzit?
Șef.
Da, la mine.
Da, te auzim?
Bun.
Don't go anywhere, te auzim.
A trebuit să meargă, numai un pic să-mi pornesc camera. Ioi, Doamne. Bun. And the second part, the second reason is I want you to convince the Trafalgar to go to war.
And why would the Trafalgar listen to us? They don't even know who we are.
They will. They will. They need to.
Just exactly.
If we do not all unite against the Empire, then divided we are all doomed.
Can you get us a meeting with them?
Yes,
At least.
yes. I'm going to invoke all of them, and we're going to have a meeting. We have our Sere envoys. We now have this thing going on, and the Empire seems to be going to war as well. But we are not going to need the aid of the tribes as well. And the ones who are in control of all the tribes are... O secundă.
Asta întrebase înainte să blocheze tribes.
The Xolkai of Ember Cradle. Xolkai. X-O-L-K-A-I. The Xolkai of Ember Cradle.
This Hugh.
They are lizard folk, but they are lore keepers, guardians of an ancient artifact that was left behind by the divine long, long ago.
Ember
Of the
Cradle.
Ember whom?
The Ember Cradle.
This is a volcano.
Yes, it is a volcano. It is said that it erupted many years ago when a comet came from the heavens and rested on the bottom of the abyss in the Indigo Deep.
What are you saying? This is on the island? That's surrounded by all these ships.
Not here,
Not here, okay.
but close. Further east, in the wilderness of the Indigo Deep.
I do want to mention we've not had the most positives of experiences with tribes in the past, so good to know they might be friendly. However,
Taking in everything that just happened and with all of this new information, that is my proposition to you. Let us...
yes, of course, it's quite a good idea.
I will call upon the Trafalgar. Let us unite the tribes and the Catalayan together with the Seri against the Empire.
It is
Fucking
quite,
great. More talking.
Yes,
it
and
is
no.
a great idea, Moren, but why would they listen to us? We are
Here,
why not listen to you? Why didn't you do
they
this
will.
before?
They will. I've tried. But
He's sending us the manuscript. I'll
Yes.
take the fucking
Yes.
manuscript.
Yes, we want to read that first.
Întoarce pagina și vă zice, vă dă la The Xolkai. Și vă zice despre o poveste. Zice, long ago, the Xolkai. Stați un pic. So their homeland is the Ember Cradle, a volcanic mist-shrouded island hidden within the Indigo Deep Ocean. It is cloaked from sea charts and known only in hushed sailor myths. The island is a living relic of ancient times. teeming with thunder lizards, megafauna, and steaming jungles. A ring of jagged basalt spires, half-sunken ships, and reef-twined wreckage. Remnants of past intrusions, pentru că mulți pirați au vrut să ducă acolo să-i fure. Circle the islands the island like the teeth of a slumbering leviathan. The Xolkai, this lizard folk tribe, they are a proud martial lizard folk tribe with a rigid caste society modeled on celestial omens, bloodline strength, and trial by fire tradition. The language is thick with sibilant clicks and guttural tongues, blah blah blah. The Xolkai reveal Xuatli. I believe it is translated as the Phoenix, the Ember Father. A divine interpretation of the primal Phoenix. Envisioned not...
Reveal sau...
Ce?
Revere.
Yes, revere, scuze. They worship this primal, the Phoenix. Envisioned not as a wrathful elemental, but a life giver through fire. According to their myth, Xuatli descended in a storm of flames, its breath igniting the heart of the island and birthing both fire and fang. Fire is both sacred and purifying. And
So,
as you look
in
up,
opposition to the Kuatoa who were wanting
Yes.
to destroy with the help of Leviathan,
they are
these
good people. Good people.
peaceful.
Peaceful. But they are hunterers, gatherers, worshippers of the primal Phoenix. Which I believe Agent here might have an interest in. Now, it is my hope.
Fan wanted one.
It is my hope that we are able, or you are able, to unite the tribes of the whatever. The
Xolkai.
Xolkai.
The Xolkai, yes, thank you. The Xolkai. And convince the Catalayan, together with me and other allies, to fight against the Empire.
But
We don't have to
At
convince
least-
the Catalian, we have to convince the Trafalgar.
Yes. We have to convince the Trafalgars, who are the leaders, basically. This council of
What do
the
they
seven
want?
continents. Many things. But I will explain everything. But I've lied to you a bit.
no,
So shocker.
Just a bit, but I've done this for your
before, yes.
in your own interest. There is a reason why I brought these two together with you, because these Xolkai, they guard an ancient relic, a very powerful weapon. There are legends and songs and rumors, but the younger generation of pirates, mostly, I've made sure forgotten those songs. But I know about them. I know about the stories. There is something divine that the tribes guard. If you can get your hands on whatever this is, we might have an edge.
Is it something we're interested in?
Look through the Merkel manuscript. I don't know anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. Sounds promising. Question though, Moren, why didn't the Catlean people fight before
It depends.
against the Empire?
I believe one of them has dealings with the Empire, with the Sere and us. So corruption. Some are too afraid to do so. Some believe that this is the way. Guerrilla tactics war against the Sere, just steal a few ships and their transports and that. But now, we do not have time for that. We can be independent and die here isolated in the Indigo Deep, or on the Indigo Deep, or fight.
We have to be able to promise them a place in
Yes.
the new world.
Yes.
But
You
what place would
imagine-
pirates have in the new world?
Well, most of them want wealth, but they fear the Empire.
A future for their children, maybe.
Yes. See? Now
Yes,
we're
but
talking.
are we to promise some pirates
Safety.
mansions and titles in
I don't know.
Safety.
That's the problem. I've tried this before many times. Even during the war with the Sere, but they wouldn't listen. things have changed since then. But I
Oh,
believe
see.
if we have the aid of the tribes, and if we have, I don't know, maybe să uite la Emia, să uite la Senri, maybe some envoys from the Seri lands that can promise them safety or something. Listen, I'm not a diplomat.
Just to show, maybe.
Are you
just to
are you
show-
suggesting we go to the tribes first?
Yes. I'm gathering
So
my
you have a
people
plan.
here.
Tribe first.
You can go to the tribes, get your hands on this, whatever the fuck this ancient artifact is. Unite the tribes if you can, because they worship the phoenix, and I don't know, you have a summoner here that has 4 primals.
I see you wish to use aging because
I'm
of
just
his
saying,
abilities.
use everything at your disposal. Maybe you can be a tilt in the right direction if you bring here the
Let me
tribes.
ask you a question, Captain.
Weapon.
Yes.
There's 7 Trafalgar leaders, right? 7 of your
Yes.
pirate captains. Does the vote need to be unanimous? Do they all need to be convinced, or is it a majority rules type of situation?
All of them must be convinced, but they might be excluded from the Trafalgar.
I don't think we want that. I think we would prefer
They might leave.
unanimity.
Yes, we do not have time for politics inside of the pirate city. Just
I have
just as-
information
yeah.
on all of them, but that's for another time.
How about if we go to these tribes, these lizard folk? You take care of your pirates here while we are gone, and when we return, have them all.
But you mentioned
You know,
a different
warmed up.
artifact, a Kraken protected one.
Yes, indeed, I do believe that the enemy of the tribes is this Kraken that guards the artifact.
Is it the same artifact?
Yes?
I see. All right. Well, that makes things easier.
At least we
I was
know.
about to ask you about that, if that was also one of your lovely little fibs in our favor or not.
So what is the plan? Get this artifact from the Kraken, use it to unite the tribes,
Yes.
Possibly.
Bring the-
use the
Bring
tribes
the tribes
as
as allies. I mean, yes.
Yes.
a
Convince the
bargaining chip
pirates
for the
that-
Trafalgar.
Yes.
And
And
also the
then-
As well as Seri.
We
That
go
is
to the Seri.
surprisingly logical
Check.
from you, Captain. That
With
is
the
surprisingly logical.
Thank you.
With the addition of,
I've been trying to do this
Agent.
for many years now.
With the addition of Agent over here, possibly subduing a 5th primal, and maybe announcing himself as the new leader of the Solkai.
Yes. That is a good
Question.
suggestion, Carabas.
Deci
What are you
există
thinking, Agent?
un pic de meta talk aici. Dacă adică eu știam, deci există un primal Phoenix și atunci
știam.
encounter-ul meu cu
That is something that the Arcadian Kingdom made artificially over
Okay.
800 years ago. That's not a
okay,
primal.
okay.
That's yes, it is a phoenix, but it's a
Okay.
clone.
It's an oratory primal.
There's also
Cum?
Wow.
there's also the
Jesus.
baby phoenix I have, so maybe that will help.
Wait, you have a baby phoenix, zice Moren? Nu le-ai arătat, nu ai zis nimic de el.
I didn't get to it.
Apare un baby, îl scoți, nu știu.
Yeah, I'll get her out of the and hold her like this.
You see a baby phoenix.
Bă,
Efectiv un
I'm sorry,
pui în
Railing.
flori.
This might seem a bit rude, but please apologies in advance. What the fuck?
That's a fucking phoenix, right there.
For the surprises, ain't you, girl?
Se uită în sus, la zei, Moren.
Wait, so Morin, you've hired her for the job, but you didn't know she had a phoenix.
Of course I knew she had a phoenix.
Yes, that is indeed the face of somebody who knew she had a phoenix.
I've known her for years, of course I knew she had a phoenix. That is the reason why I
That's why
brought
you
her
didn't
here.
know why you keep finding burnt paper, right?
I knew you had the phoenix. You've been talking to it many times
Yeah, that's-
before.
Nevertheless, how does this change anything?
Maybe we could.
It is just a suggestion. If you don't want to do
it
it,
might be rude.
I
It
have.
might be rude, but does this maybe can we incur some favor with the tribes if we apparently phoenixes exist, which is wild to think about, but of course. Did this help?
Also,
I mean,
this.
sure, it must, right?
The mercantile manuscript is also magical.
Yes, we will need some time to study this, of course.
Of
You
course,
do
I can
realize,
tell you
right?
what it does. So basically, you find the blank page, and you say "birdie, birdie," and a map appears. I believe it's roughly around 5 miles or so radius, and it gives you a map of the area and shows you important stuff like towns, ancient artifacts, creatures, portals.
Of the area where we are in at the moment.
Yes.
When we are using
And you
this.
can
Does
do
it
this.
also show a ship?
It will not show a ship. It will show something that is important. Even
Okay, so
Within
we
a-
could use it to navigate, I guess. But
Within a
And-
5-mile radius, right?
and
Within a
to
5-mile
find
radius.
stuff. It doesn't go underground, but let me show you the item.
Yes,
Patricio could use it to help us navigate.
So I'm thinking, the new birdie, perhaps.
All players observer.
I don't think he has the.
So, bound in battered black leather, etched with countless faded signatures, all signed simply Birdie. This thick journal appears mundane at first glance. Its vellum pages feel oddly warm to the touch. Their surfaces riddled with faint ink glimmers only visible in angled light. When commanded, the pages ripple with unseen forces, blooming into sweeping cartographic renderings crafted in radiant ink and ghostly sketches. It is said that the manuscript was passed from pirate to pirate, each bearing the moniker Captain Birdie, a title of honor among those who mastered sea, myth, and Shadow. With each successor, new secrets were penned and the book grew sentient, accumulating not only knowledge but a strange will of its own. So you can use an action to command the mercantile manuscript to manifest a magical map across one of its pages. The book draws an accurate, though not highly detailed, map of the surface terrain in a 5-mile radius around you. Shivarata, general terrain like mountains, forests, swamps, rivers, lakes. Any structures 5,000 square feet or larger. Notable
So like
structures.
temples and stuff.
Yes, or even more legacies. Notable structures tied to movement or transit like bridges, magical portals, causeways. Layers of creatures that pose a significant threat. Toce, challenge rate, Opsa, Maimare, or regional threats. Names or brief descriptions of major features if such information is well known in the area. The map does not show underground areas, hidden passageways, or illusion-concealed features unless they are commonly known or dramatically affect surface geography. Once used, this property cannot be used again until the next dawn.
This is
Awesome.
this is really good, Captain.
So yes,
Yes.
so
I would like to call Garuda up.
ok, o chem pe Garuda in this cramped space, ok, zboară scroll-uri, hârtii, chestii.
My Lady Garuda.
It's been a while.
Well met.
Vedeți, basically, voi cei care nu știți, vedeți o harpie, basically. A white and green and yellow feathered harpy. Beautiful and deadly with her claws.
Deadly. Smash.
I would like to ask her something this. What can you tell us about the Phoenix Primal,
The Phoenix.
Ifrit's friend?
Între
Oh,
timp,
no.
aș vrea eu să fac ceva un pic sneaky, dacă se poate, în timp ce o să ne povestească
Ok,
Garuda.
imediat. If Ifrit is destruction and chaos and carnage, the Phoenix is the exact opposite. Brothers. În antagonie, nu știu cum să zic, în fine. Phoenix is warmth and healing and vision and wisdom. Phoenix is powerful. I do not know if you are yet ready, Agent, to summon such a creature, but we'll see.
I would like to go closer to Raylin, while this is all happening and everyone's paying attention to Garuda and Agent, and be like, Raylin, darling, I'm so sorry. I know this might seem like out of the blue. I just, for my personal need, can I ask you to, could I maybe perhaps borrow a feather of your lovely pet over here?
Oof.
I like the baby phoenix.
Vezi că ești pe mut.
Maybe just one, maybe something that she lost, or maybe she would be, if I ask nicely, maybe she or he be willing to depart with one such feather. I've heard they bring good luck, and seeing as we are about to, what the fuck we are about to do, fighting the Empire, I think, I don't know, just asking. It's okay if you refuse.
Me and chat
Da.
outside of the game.
Yes.
Do the Phoenix Bird lose feathers?
Sure.
Because if they do, I would think I will collect them. So maybe I will
Sure.
have.
Then you have a bunch of them.
De-aia zic că n-aș vrea să se plac cu ei, că ar durea, probabil. De-aia, dacă
Sure.
ai ceva...
They are warm to the touch. They are warm to the touch. They are like very puffy small feathers, roșiatice,
I will say,
portocalii, and
I've
they burn.
heard so many. I will say I've heard so many stories, and they always tell
And they
that
glow.
a feather of the phoenix brings amazing good luck. And I was just wanting. I mean,
Also, Fern
again.
wanted to use them for the potion to
Și tu nu
bring
auzi, tu auzi ce
somebody
vorbește
back to
Garuda
life.
acolo. Tu auzi ce vorbește Garuda acolo, man. Da? Că de-aia am venit să înghili. Nu
Raylin
strica mie șpilul aici.
put maybe the bird on one of her horns because the baby is small, can stay there and maybe search in the I don't know backpack. And
Sure,
pull
sure,
out
poți you can
and
take
give
a
it-
feather. Yeah.
and give it to Echo.
Okay, so you have a baby phoenix feather.
This means so much. Thank you.
It
This has
does
been a
glow in
dream
the
of mine
dark.
since I was
It's like a
little.
small candle. It's like a small candle.
Dar nu se consumă, adică pot să o țin,
Nu.
există.
Yes.
Okay, I will put it in my bra here and then be like, yes, thank you very much, Raylin.
Strălucește peste haine.
Thank you. Pentru că e înăuntru, îl bag în mai eu.
Cine se uită peste Mercantile Manuscript la the
Pe acolo
doamne?
Sultan zicea Garuda. This happened while Garuda was
Da, like Soul
present.
Guy.
I'm watching the manuscript.
Okay. From per
I
investigation
don't
shit.
read books.
Dar și-l vreau, nu puteam...
investigation.
Acum mai face asta. Nu, acum așa un pic se uită Cerebus, like
Aia zic, ok, dar zic, nu,
Just-
e al nostru, putem să ne uităm peste el.
Da. But it will belong to the one who will take up the title of Captain Birdie.
Can I cast the enhance ability on myself? Give myself advantage? Okay.
Sure.
Just have the cast so that we have.
Zice Moren, it is yours to inspect. You decide
Thank
who
you,
my
Moren.
successor will be. If not, I will decide for you.
18.
18. Ok, so te uiți și o să vezi...
19, scuza-mă.
19. O să vezi beautiful markings, simboluri, like beautiful sketch, cum să zic, drawings cu ceva cometă, cu Fiery Phoenix, cu Kraken care luptă cu Phoenix-ul. You can see the lizard folk și îs prezentați and you can see a name there. You can see Flamekeeper Xcanzoatl.
Ce?
I mean,
Full?
Flamekeeper, the Flamekeeper, EX K-A-N apostrof
Xcan.
Xcan apostrof Zoatl, Z-O-A-T-L. Și mai zice The Ash Speaker. Și desenat, foarte frumos desen, imaginați o schiță din aia din creion, foarte faină. He looks like
Am uitat deja, Xcan, cum ai zis?
Xcan Zoatl.
Xcan Zoatl.
Xcan Zoatl. Flamekeeper.
și e făcut
Mulțumesc.
tu spaniol.
Da. He looks like a humanoid turtle.
Oh, he's a turtle.
Ninja Turtle? He's a Ninja Turtle.
He is, acolo scrie un pic despre el că he is the leader of the tribe and a shaman, a powerful shaman, known as the Ash Speaker. Și așa, în timp ce te uiți, pentru că ai dat destul de ok pe Zar, you will see a rough sketch of this kraken, and they have a name for the kraken, known as a primordial foe, ceva de genul ăsta la îi zice, Ulvat the Abyssal Maw. U-U-L apostrof V-A-T-H.
I say, Ryan, get over here. Give it a look at this. Look at this. Do you see it? The
Yes, Ulvat the Abyssal Maw. Și zice acolo că the great kraken Ulvat, also called as the drowned flame, is the antithesis of Xuatli. While fire creates and sanctifies, Ulvat unravels and consumes. Și se pare că a fost un mare război între triburile astea și Phoenix împotriva la The Kraken. And neither won. The Kraken just went down, and in one of the sketches and the writing seems to protect a giant sword.
Hey.
Hey!
Dar eu am deja a good sword.
Hei, dar ce te-ai tu neapărat? De ce te-ai trezit tu? Că trebuie să iei tu? Stai un pic, că și eu am un cane sword. I mean, I have...
Eu vreau și...
Oh, this is a giant sword!
Deci, știți cât e de mare? Imaginați-vă Krakenul.
Tiny puny sword, mă gândeam și eu la tatane și din asta.
Imaginați-vă Krakenul.
Giant.
Imaginați-vă Krakenul, care e cunoscut for being a titan and colossal and stuff like that. It's tiny compared to the sword. Așa e desenat. Proporție.
Așa e desenat. Ok. We know what this is. So
Deja din World of Warcraft. Zic să vină să argherați.
Orion, ce ai scris?
I wanna see Imduk's reaction.
Îl scoatem pe Imduk. Ok. So Imduk is a dragon dog, basically.
Digimon.
E un Digimon.
E un Digimon.
Stați să vă arăt, să vi-l arăt pe Imduk.
Da, chiar că Rose și Rayleigh nu cred că l-au văzut. Fă pisica în spate, Mihai, prinde pisica și arată-mi acum. Pe dulap.
Yeah, that's
Show me the
Imduk.
kitty.
But he's in baby form. Parcă? Ba nu. Ba da, he's in baby form, că se face mic. Momentan in baby form, so a cute version of that, and smaller. Și...
Uite cum stă pe dulap.
Pur și simplu, nu, adică reacționează la The Manuscript și se culcă pe pagina aia. Ceva de genul ăsta.
Well, gentlemen and ladies, it seems like we've got our work cut out for us. And I point at the giant sword.
At least this is good news. This... Ioi, cum arată. Uite, zici că are sprâncene acolo la urechi.
Zice Emiya.
Da.
Că, zice Emiya că I will remain here then and help Moren with the preparation of these talks and make sure that we call upon the aid of the tribes and of the Catalian. Because we will need all the help that we can get.
Pisica, mi-e greu să mă concentrez.
Bun, ok.
We should maybe draft a document in support of the Trafalgar on behalf of the
serie. Make it official as official as possible. Alright, I will do my best.
We also will need some supplies, I assume.
Moren zice, I got you covered with supplies, don't worry, but I will not accompany you on this. So you are on your own.
But something...
No, take care of this and I'll guess here.
Make us better at swimming, breathing the water.
Oh shit, we have to go underwater.
I can't do that, I'm sorry, but we do not have that many potions or magic practitioners, but I do believe that these shamans, the Ash Speaker, he's an old friend of mine. He is a shaman who has the ability to make people breathe underwater.
So we should meet him.
Right, so visit we definitely need to visit the tribe.
Yes.
And then see about this
Tell,
Kraken.
tell them that Moren sends his regards, that I miss them, and it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Do you owe them anything?
Agreed, Captain. Is that
Actually,
okay too?
they do
Yeah.
owe me.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh,
alright.
that's interesting.
For once.
Yeah. I mean, there are people out there who owe me, like you, for example. But we'll forget about
What
that.
do you mean?
Nothing.
Forget about it.
Right. So,
This seems like quite a plan, as of now.
I'll let you talk
visit
among
with the
yourselves.
tribes,
Yes.
See about this phoenix, maybe, and also then perhaps get our hands on this big sword and defeat the Kraken. Maybe defeating this Kraken will get the lizard folk on our side, and then come and convince everyone to go to war. Easy. It sounds so easy.
Yes. Sounds about right.
Can't
How-
be worse than what we went through.
How you approach
just
this, I'll leave it up
Rosy-
to you.
No, Rosik, it doesn't
It's-
seem worse than what we went through. I mean, we survived and killed Galatea just a few days ago, as well as survived the dinner with Omniel and the Archbishop. This will be fine. This will be fine. It's just typical adventuring, good old-fashioned diving underwater. Oh, shit. Dar zic cu voce tare asta. Da, știu. O să zic cu voce tare să audă
Da,
și aging.
da, Galatea, a salutat cu Galatea.
Am auzit.
Also, my lady Emilia
what about
and
you
Henry,
two?
no, please take
Tired
care
of
of
Will you be
police.
joining us?
rest.
You two,
No.
will you be joining?
I mean, Moren sent them our way. Of course, they will be joining.
Yes,
This
but I
is-
will not force them.
Exactly, we're not forcing anyone.
Oh yes, of
Can't
course,
believe it.
consent.
I'm coming.
Yes. I'm not sure how I will fare underwater, but maybe the magic of the shaman will help.
Sure it will be.
I promise you, Rose, darling, me and Orion, we both suffered greatly under the wet surface, but it can be bearable. I'm sure you'll do just fine. But yes, we do need some help and support. This one almost got himself killed, as well as our darling Imduk over here. So it can be dangerous. Be aware of that. But yes, we would gladly have your support with us.
You do have the Father of the Seas with you, so that might be helpful.
Yes, we do have the dead.
And it may not be much, but we did get a cap of water breathing back in Grand Port, so at least one person will be
Am
protected.
uitat cuvintele de aia.
Nice, da.
And I might have a
Yeah.
few tricks up my sleeve as well in the form of these potions.
Turning into a shark.
Agreed,
You mean turn into a
yes.
bunny shark?
A rabbit shark.
If any of you decide that I am not needed underwater, I will sacrifice myself and stay out of it, but only if it's needed. Okay. I was
Okay.
just trying my best. Just trying my best.
We need all the help we can get. You know what we are up against.
Sorry,
Yes.
Echo. No dice. You're coming with.
So yeah, that's that. You got Agent back, you got two new friends who are ready to go with you to the... Tot îi uit.
Solkai.
The Xolkai, așa mulțumesc, the Xolkai tribe. And I don't know, maybe ally yourselves with the Phoenix, get a new summon, fight a Kraken, get the World Legacy, unite the tribes, and convince the
It is
Trafalgar.
a world legacy to scăpa.
Maybe a World Legacy.
I mean, what else could that be? Just the giant
Yeah,
sword?
I don't know.
A sword that
Maybe.
makes the Kraken look small.
Yes.
Or maybe it's just a legend.
And then to convince the pirate captains to go to war together with the Seire against the Empire.
Ooh,
Well, at
right.
least we know that the Empire is on the move, and they actually are
Actually,
close to
question.
starting this
You
war.
want to summon Bahamut.
No, one thing though. I'm going to point at the big sword on the manuscript. I'm going to look at Ambrosius and say, "This one of your relics? Is this what you were talking about when you said relics?"
In a way, it is.
Good.
In a way, you say.
He's just going to stare at Ryan.
Carabas.
Carabus was it?
I'm Orion.
Okay.
And you say Clovis told you about these relics, eh?
And what if he did?
Yeah, that's good enough for me for now. We'll see once we get there, I guess.
Ah, you'll find out soon enough.
Hmm.
We'll talk on the ship.
Alright.
Yes.
I'm going to go to town, meet up with a few friends. See you later at the local pub.
Alligator.
Ah, and since we're here, Maureen, it means that everything we buy at the tavern is on your tab, right?
Of course,
We
of
are
course.
your guests,
Mm.
after all.
Of course, everything is right. Don't worry, Egremont will
Combined,
pay.
right? Yes.
Ok.
Egremont will pay? Ok, nice.
Și with that, cred că ne putem opri acum aici. E destul de târziu.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll get supplies next and then see about going
Ce
to
se
this.
plazează că n-au nimic aici?
Au, mâncare și chestii din
Să
astea.
aibă ceva mâncare și
Ah,
chestii
bine.
dacă...
Supplies, apă din astea. So yeah, welcome to the new arc, the third arc, just
Adică
began.
nu putem bea maioneză din jar of mayo.
Te rog, nu, te rog, nu. Ketchup, nu maioneză.
Prea multe proteine, prea multe
Next
proteine.
to mayonnaise.
We can add
Actually, mai deloc.
seasoning, but-
Either you make mayonnaise or I make poison. One of the two.
Better poison. Poison is better.
Poison is always better.
I hate maioneză. No, sper că sunteți pregătiți for what is to come. Aveți așa un drum în față.
Da, e măcar e clar de data asta.
Da. Yes?
Hey, Gino, that stealth check might...
Ce?
Sorry. Zizi, te rog.
Eu întrebam la amuzament. Why are you doing me like this? For Marco is their friend, now Sekir helps that guy. Why aren't they both fucking me over and helping them? Why did you do me like this?
Maybe he changed. It's ani de zile de când a făcut chestia aia în backstory-ul tău. Maybe he changed.
Who,
Maybe
Sekir?
he changed.
Yes, Sekir.
It's the new empire. It's the new empire, not the old empire.
Yes, he is of the new empire. That's true.
I mean, Sylvain is basically our good friend right now, so who knows?
Bine, guys, vă mulțumesc pentru sesiune. O să opresc înregistrarea.
See noi.
Until next time.
Bye bye.